Hello.
Hi, it's me again.
Okay.
How are you doing?
All set?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
That's good. Did you have a performance tonight?
No, I haven't had no performance tonight.
Uh-huh. Well, you know what, how I got interested in your music is one of my friends said, have you heard of Blowfly? Because he's one of the first people to start rapping. And I said I hadn't, but I looked on the internet and found one of your records and ordered it. And but the thing that confused me was when the tracks were recorded. And one said it was done in the 60s and one said it was the 70s. But you were telling me before that your first song came out in 1960.
Yeah, that's on a 2-track. And bands out there, I know a lot of the hip-hoppers, they think they're great producers. They don't know shit until they try recording a 9-piece band on a fucking 2-track. You got 2 tracks, you got vocals, and you got singles, and you got all of that shit going on. You got to find out how to keep the drums from leaking up on the voice track, so you had to set up those, I don't know you, I don't know if I remember, but you got those big, like, sound shields you put up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they had great musicians, because if you got a 9-piece band and the bass screw up, you got to do the whole shit over because there's no overdubbing.
And you did that yourself?
Yes, there's no track to be overdubbed, you know. But get back the way it started, it was in Vienna, Georgia. And at the age of 7 years old, my granddaddy died. We was living on these white people place. And there was nobody else there to work, so they nice guys. It was rednecks and shit, but he was nice guy. They say, we giving y'all 2 weeks to find you someplace to go. There's nobody there to work to make money. So I told him I could do it. And he said, all right, get on, white man, you little black bastard. They wasn't trying to be racial, but they just thinking, this kid can't do nothing. So there's the old guy they called Carly. Nobody liked him. He was a mean white guy, but his bark was worse than his bite. He said, you want to show those fuckers something? I said, yeah. I'm going to hitch the mule up. Why are they talking shit? You drive my rednecks up, I bring dead anyway. You know, that's what they always said. The only thing that's most stupid than a nigger is a redneck. That's what he always said, which was a lie, of course. So make a long story short, I started applying, and it was peanuts. And never will forget, I hated peanuts up to then. And they looked and said, Junior can do it. They called me Junior. And so to skip all of the bullshit, I started applying and taking care of my family there. Now, you don't, kids these days don't know what hard it is to you. You have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning when everybody else is going to school. You have to catch a damn mule. The mule know you're going to work him, so he ain't going to make it easy for you to catch it. Then you have to hook him up to a plow and plow. And you get 1 hour for lunch, but on that lunch break, you have to feed the car hogs and the cows and the mules and all of that shit before you eat.
Wow.
You know, and you go to town once a day, once a week, and that's on a Saturday. You know, so most of my friends was white kids, and I would keep them laughing, you know, and telling them different shit out, make up shit and tell them.
Making up rhymes?
Yeah, little rhymes and shit, you know what I mean? A long time ago, you know.
Did you invent them, or did you pick them up?
I always did, because I used to hear people telling jokes, and I used to start that shit in the early 40s when I mean, like, how can you tell when it's time for a young girl to take a douche? When she sit down and the ass stick to the chair. I used to do that. Oh, you rotten little bastard. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah. And they had this contest on the radio. This old hillbilly song. Some of the rednecks out there remember. Get out of here with that boom, boom, boom. Don't come back no more. You win a free trip to Vienna to see the Ringo Kid. I love the Ringo Kid. But most of the blacks didn't have no telephone. I knew what the shit was. Everybody's calling in. Nope, that's not it. Nobody's going to guess it. So this white girl named Melba, my daddy was Miss Raymond Cross. He was, you know, a member of the Klan. Most of all of them are there. But some of them was good people. All Klans wasn't bad. And he said, please let Junior use the phone. Clarence, he knows what it is. He don't know what the fuck it is. So let him use the phone. Then you had to dial the phone and wait for the operator to call you back. with no straight through call. That's how long it's gonna go. And so the DJ said, "We got somebody. It sounds like a spook. What color are you?" I said, "Black." I said, "I don't guess them in." No, we don't care who it is. If you guess, win. What is this? Get out of here with that boom, boom, boom. Don't come back no more. I said, "That's easy. That's a polecat." They said, "Hey, Joe, the little nigger kid got it. It's a polecat." And the moral of the song was, the kids brought a beautiful cat home to his mom. But they didn't know it was a polecat. You know, polecat's the most stinkingest thing in the world. So the mama said, "Get out of here with that boom, 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 and don't come back no more." You were so conservative, you couldn't even say skunk on the air band.
Oh.
That's how conservative it was.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so they said, "Get out of here with that," and they didn't say skunk. They just said, boom, boom, boom. Funky polecat, and don't come back no more. They couldn't say it. So the work was hard there, and I would make up songs and sing them like I told you before. And I went to West Palm Beach and started working at Marston Cafeteria in my spare time.
Was that in the 50s?
That's in the late 49, but about 49 or so.
49, oh.
Yeah, and I worked at Hunter's Music because I remember, I always have a photographic memory. You know, I can remember all 150 songs in the Bible and everything. So Mr. Hunter I was singing songs that I made up. Some of them dirty, I would change the lyrics around. Like, Ernest Tubb, "I'm walking the floor over you. I keep telling myself it ain't true." I would change the lyric to, "I'm jerking my dick over you. I keep telling myself it ain't true. I jerked it so much till the head turned black and blue. Jerking my dick over you." And the white guys who supposed to hate black would love it because it wasn't nasty. I mean, it wasn't just nasty, it was funny. Anybody can be nasty with it.
And
so
you just did that. You just did that for fun, or did you perform?
Yeah, people around there, they would laugh. "Oh, what this black kid?" You know, he's coming in, and I would go to the movie, and I got tired of seeing a movie over and over. Then you can watch it over. I'd go around that old bar in Diana, Georgia called Bulldogs. And every hillbilly song come on, I would remember and change the lyrics. So those rednecks would bring me in there and give me Brock candy bars. Superman was brought on by Brock. You had to watch on television. Too many people had television, not even whites. So you had to listen on the radio, you know. Superman brought to you by Brock candy bar. They was good. And they would give me Brock candy bar, and I would sing those dirty hillbilly song to him. Back to Miss Hunter's music. So his daughter told him, "Junior is making up those songs." So he said, "Oh, Clarence, I didn't know. I thought you was bullshit. I didn't know you was actually writing those songs." He said, "Ain't nothing here in West Palm Beach but 2 red lights. Take your ass to Miami, and you look up this guy, Henry Stone." My mom lived in Miami here then.
Okay.
So I went and looked up Henry and said, "Oh, yeah, we used the song, blah, blah, blah," and put me to work stacking records. Nobody believed I had talent. So Dizzy Jones, a guy named David Jones, had a song called "Come On and Love Me," which was just a, you know, "You Love Me, I Love You," one of them type songs. And Henry Axman said, "Do you have some songs for him?" That's when I wrote this song called "There Come a Day" for him, and some more shit. Good lyrics. I always come up with good lyrics. So then they found out I had talent, and I started writing, and later on in life, I come up with "Clean Up Warm Up" a bit of right, which I'll tell you the story of that in a minute. But between sessions, when I become Clarence Reid and start writing and producing a record on people, when the band took a break, I would get on the piano and sing shit like Nat King Cole's "They Tried to Tell Us We're Too Young." You remember that?
Yes. Yeah, sure.
I changed it around. I said, "When Nat King Cole fucked this first white girl," and the band asked, "Nat, we don't get no white pussy. How was it?" And Nat said, "It wasn't too good." "What the fuck you mean it wasn't too good?" "Our ancestor was right." "Come on, man, make sense. Right about what?" I said, "This when Nat was saying, they tried to tell us we're too hung to fuck some white girl's tongue. As I listened to the little bitch scream, I realized I should have used my Vaseline. Dick, you're the star. I guess you are too hung." And the story would be there. And they would just crank up off that, you know, and everything.
And were you wearing a costume at that time?
But let me tell you, getting ahead of myself, in 1960, because nobody wanted me to do the rap shit. Because, number one, it was dirty, and they were afraid of getting sued up the ass. You know, he's very conservative there. Lucille Baldwin stuff. You know, I Love Lucy? That when she got pregnant, they took her off the fucking show. Because they couldn't even show a pregnant woman on TV.
Wow.
That's how conservative they were. But when I would come on stage, they would have me to open the show with somebody supposed to be big acts around there. I would cut their ass up, you know. I mean,
really?
See, them bad as can be. I'm a super freak. I'm Alan Free. None of you niggas in Harlem can fuck me. I always be racist, but it'd be funny.
Oh, you knew him?
Yeah, I got a chance to meet him a couple of Steve Alamo and through Dick Clark. You know, Steve Alamo, which was with TK, you know, one of the owners around there. He action is with Dick Clark then. You remember when they used to come on it, they were at 7th, they'll put it 5 days a week? So Steve Alamo co-hosted, so I got to meet all of those people, you know.
Wow.
Like Dick Clark and that kind of stuff. So I would sing it on stage and love it, but I couldn't get Henry them to record it until way about 15 days later, the Sugarhead Gang come out with Hotel, Motel, Holiday Inn. If your girl start acting up, then you take a friend. Had been rapping 20 years before then.
And that's when you got onto TK with your raps from the late 70s.
Yeah, because, you know, I had been doing another story, too. In 1969, the Isley Brothers had a song I called It's Your Thing, do what you want to do, remember?
Oh, sure.
Sold about 2 million copies. The only problem with that is I wrote a song, mine made the top 10 on the pop chart. I wrote a song in 1966 called I'm Doing My Thing. I got it from some of Alan Free's friend in New York and said, what you doing, guy? Oh, I'm doing my thing, but nobody but my... You ain't gonna party today? No, I'm not hanging up with those tonight. I ain't doing my thing with nobody but my baby. So that was in 1966. I would come with the idea, I'm doing my thing. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody but you, babe. That made the national pop.
It sounds very similar.
Yeah. Except I recorded mines. I had mines about 4 years before the motherfucker.
Huh.
When it come out in 1969, Isley Brother Henry said, we fucked up again. We got to start letting you do what you want to do. Okay, go ahead. We're going to record yours. So I recorded mine. We even used the Muscle Shoals horn. Bum, 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 bum.
Did you say Muscle Shoals?
Yeah. We recorded the horns, the Muscle Shoals. It was a big record. But the Isley Brothers tried to sue us. Yeah, because a Craig Natural one of them think, oh, this nigga done stole us some. I had the fucking song in 66. He had never jerked off then. You know, but they were so poor I couldn't get even copyrighted. I found out later you put it in the register. You have somebody to notarize it, and because notary public is supposed to lie, and you put it in the register mail and you mail it to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good as a copyright. If you come up later on and try to record the song, you have a hard time explaining how did I get it notarized in 1966, and you claim I stole it in 1969. There's a fucking serious problem there.
Right.
You know. And so now hearing them come up and say, we want you to record this shit. And Flip Wilson was one of the main ones said, that ain't nasty. Anybody can be nasty. That's funny. He lived down here. Betty bought his house after that. And he told Henry, you shouldn't do it. I said, I'm not using my name. And my grandmother, who's passed now, said, you should call yourself Blowfly, because you ain't no better than a blowfly. You little nasty bastard, you.
Yeah.
You know, she was kidding me. You know, she would think it was funny. But I didn't know what a blowfly was, so I looked it up, and there it is. A blowfly is a black, yellow, red, and green insect. One of the most important insects in the world, because they the only kind of flies who lay eggs on dead things. They turn into maggots that clean the world of its germs. You know, if you have your dog die out there and y'all don't move him, a blowfly come along, they call it blowing it, but he don't blow shit. He lay eggs on it. And the eggs turn into worms and eat the dog up to clean the world from its germs. And then when the worms get through eating, they turn into flies and they fly away.
So you think that is even more appropriate for your work? When you think about that?
Remember, I got a hit record out of this Clarence Reid. So I don't want people to know I'm doing this nasty shit, so I would wear a cape and a mask, and that that shit that Funkadelic them was doing in the 70s, I had been doing that for almost 20 years before that. Because I always wanted to be different. I would wear this big, long cape, and to be up on the chest, and the girls would ask me, that stand for blowfly? And I said, no, it stands for butt fuck. What is your problem? It really stands for blowfly. You know, I keep them laughing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, that might be interesting to you, I used to hang around the Eden Rock before I became big as Blowfly. But I was still a Blowfly then. I just wasn't recording.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite things about the late Sammy Davis Jr., he had this record out called The Candyman. You remember that?
Sure.
The Candyman? And he was over there, and he's talking about, I heard about you, boy. I was helping to carry bags when the bodyguard was lifting. Don't you start no shit with me. I said, Sammy, that is a dirty song. I don't make dirty records. I said, Candyman is one of the dirtiest words you can use. A white lady was over there cracking up. I never will forget. He said, don't you start messing with me, boy. So what you do, you plant a seed and you leave it. I said, okay then. Come here. Who? You know how I'm talking about. Come here. Why do you say Candyman? I said, Sammy, your candlestick is your little 2-inch dick. And the lady just cracked. The lady said, that is true. You call your can. I said, so when you say you the Candyman, you ain't lying. You give the kids candy, all right. Where's your little girl? Don't you the nastiest little boy I ever seen? You know, I had fun with him. He was funny.
When was that?
This was sometime when this was. It had to be. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't know. They think Georgia and Mississippi was pregnant, but Miami was a prejudiced place then.
Oh.
Sammy Davis Jr., Lena Horne, Duke Ellington, Count Basie would work on the beach at Eden Rock and Fontainebleau. Those were the big hotels.
Okay.
When they got ready to stay, they had to take their black ass back over in the hood.
Couldn't stay in the hotel
Right.
itself.
So Frank Sinatra, and them don't get enough credit, him and Dean Martin. Frank Sinatra used reverse psychology. I remember because they used to hang around over there. I'll tell you a story about him in a minute. Frank said, you're right. Those black people had no business staying over here. And if they can't stay over here, they ain't good enough to stay over here. They ain't good enough to perform over here. Then the club said, now, wait a minute. We didn't mean that. No,
Oh.
He said, no, that's how it started. Now, I ain't never seen no article written up on it, but Frank Sinatra is the one who got that shit from the beach. Because if you was caught on Miami Beach after 6 o'clock without a permit, your ass was history.
That's in the 50s?
Yeah, this was the late 50s and early 60s.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it was. So finally, just make it long as they thought, they said they could stay over there, you know. And one incident with Frank Sinatra one time,
Wow.
he was going over there, and you know he had bodyguards, and he gets out of the car. I don't know whether they was in a big hurry or what, but he dropped the little thing, and I saw it. And I got it and went up there to give it to his bodyguard. You're back up. And I always did have I'm a nice guy until you fuck with me. I'm part German and part Indian.
Oh.
And I always say, I don't care if you got a bazooka or nuclear warhead. If I get mad with your ass, I will attack you, just like Geronimo them did Custard.
Yeah.
I don't back down.
Yeah.
And the bodyguard, why'd you want about that? I said, if you wasn't so fucking stupid, you'll see that he dropped this. And I told her, get this to him. So I'm like, no. Let him come over here. He said, you know what's in there? I said, yeah, money and some other cards and some other shit. So he ended up sticking something in my hand. Hey, stick around. And here's some money. Go eat. And I go to Burger King to get me some eat because I'm starved. And they say, we don't have no change for no $100 bill. $100 bill.
Wow.
You don't have a rare $100 bill with me? And I never will forget it.
Wow.
And that's when after that, when he come to, that's when I said I was going to do something about Frank, like, when somebody fucks you, it's no good unless they fuck you all the way. Will he be there to greet you when you need someone to eat you?
Did he know that you did that?
Yeah, because it makes story. You don't just do like the rappers these days will call themselves freestyling. Do you know the difference from freestyling and real rap?
No.
Freestyling, the reason so many people doing freestyling, there's no timing. They don't have to worry about being on fucking time or be off time.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm home. I'm talking to this motherfucker on the phone. Pretty soon I'll be gone. I'm going to leave his ass alone. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Question, and the beat is going, what you want with me? I'm not here behind. Can't you see? I'm Blowfly. You know, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. There's no timing.
Like the signifying monkey, some of the
Yeah.
lines are 10 syllables, some of them are 20,
Yeah.
but it all rhymes in the end.
Yeah, that's another thing. Sometimes they say silver, and eventually they rhyme it with deliverer. But it takes so long to rhyme, you miss the point. It ain't like a Blowfly song. You wake up my dream man, your nightmare scream man. Your bed becomes a tomb with the full moon gleaming on your stalking. You're talking, you're killing, you're walking, your violent crimes has the news media copying up nakedism. You need an exorcism, a burying in your violent mind where the crime has risen. Well, life is your enemy and death is your hero. Number of your homeboys been cut to a zero. Your body starts swelling. You hear yourself yelling. You just been shot, but the neighbors ain't telling. You got death in your lap. You should have checked out my Doomsday Rap. That's original, and I haven't recorded it yet.
Wow, that's great.
But you can't help the lick. It's got the rhyme. Rap is taken from the word rapid, as in rapid fire. And a lot of them do this, oh, check it out, I'm the dog, I'm around here, blah, 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 blah. If the groove is too slow, it is not rap. I always tell them, motherfucker, if you can't rap fast, shut the fuck up. This is a Blowfly master class from sock to soul to your ass. Boys and girls, bootlegging, fast, go rap the ear to your ass, get ragged, words in, bite, you on no strings, blast right off my thing. You got to be able to do that shit.
You know what? You had mentioned the smoke that cigarette, and I mentioned that to the professor that I teach the class with, and he knows the song. But he mentioned to see if you knew about Louis Jordan's rapped numbers. He had one called "Pettin' and Pokin'" from 1946, and it's fast.
I remember that. Tell him a lot of these call it, and they like come out. Old school. I like to tell all the hip. Now, what the professor name?
Robert West.
You tell him I said hi. He's together. He's a good example. They getting old school mixed up with original. This shit was did way before. In hip hop, it's just a clean version of R&B.
And well, like, isn't it funk?
You love me so, can't stand to let her go. Don't got back, baby, love. All of that is R&B. You know, and it's not from the old school. They think they're doing things, doing shit that ain't been done before. You know, like the Blowfly, you the first rapper. You did it in 1960. I did it in 1960, but bullshit. I'm not even close to being the first rapper. You give people credit. It was started by the fucking rednecks, you know. Yeah, them hillbillies. They was starting that shit, you know.
We went even back to the blues singers. Some of them couldn't sing very well, so they would talk their way through the blues, like Pine Top Smith.
I'm glad you mentioned that, and that's another thing that got me in trouble with a lot of blacks. I just couldn't get into blues where everything is wrong, nothing is right. Your wife is fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
Your daughter's ugly. The hens don't lay. The sun don't grow. And people say, well, you wasn't back there. You must think you're talking to Ice Cube or somebody. Some of the motherfuckers that was born 2 days ago and potty trained yesterday. I was there. You could take $3 and go to the fucking grocery store, and it took 8 motherfuckers to carry it. It wasn't that bad. What the fuck is they talking about? You didn't have to buy no water. You could get water out of well and didn't even need no ice to go with the shit.
It was cold, all right.
Now you buy bought water that cleans it with chlorine, and everything you use it leaves something. I had to tell one of the scientists at the University of Miami, but we clean because that leaves something. Whatever you use to clean your clothes, it replaces it with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the best kind of water you can drink is to boil the fucking water for 30 minutes.
Yeah, we come from Florida, and we have to have a filter on the sink and everything.
Yeah. And now, I got this new song that I just started working on since I talked to you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's called, I just come up with it, called The Talking Turd. Now, you're laughing. Now, that can't be a great story, right? That's got to be some bullshit. But to show you when you're a songwriter, you make the shit make sense. Check out what it says. This is a turd talking. It says, I'm brown. I'm gold. I was created deep within your asshole. You find me under the ground underneath your feet. I'm created out of all that bullshit you eat. I'm not talking shit. I'm shit talking. I'm funk stalking. All of you prejudiced motherfuckers, niggers, crackers, Cubans, all that shit, I don't understand it. Because if you eat food from planet Earth, it comes out of the ground. And dog, guess what's in the ground? Me, the turd. It means you're drinking each other's piss, and it's the truth. Wow. I don't care if you're a vegetation or a meat eater, it still comes out of the fucking ground.
Right.
Whether you're eating bought water or what, you're drinking nigger piss, gay discharge,
It's all recycled.
And it's just, okay, so it's recycled. I know what you're saying. It's recycled.
Yeah.
Well, think about this. Since Mother Nature is old as fuck and she can't see so good, and she's pissed off with her about her environment, she deliberately let shit sneak through. My mother said, "You're out of your mind. You're not my son." She said, "But it makes sense. You're damn right. It makes sense. The truth."
You hear what was on the news today? The first landfill in America was built in 1935.
The first what?
The first landfill, like a dump, you know, like
Right.
modern style dump, and the government now wants to make it into an official national historic landmark.
They should have done that.
But they say that shows us part of our history, and they want to make it into a landmark. I thought that was crazy.
It is,
But garbage is part of our life now.
Yeah, just part, like I said, it's part of your life. And even about the American flag, they go, blah, blah. Then they kept coming out. Why didn't I want to ask you about the rebel flag? I said, because they know I'll tell the truth. That's what the people ain't paid up lying. If I lie on you, you can easily prove that I'm lying.
What's that?
That's the fucking truth. How can you not like the rebel flag?
I don't know.
The rebel flag was there before we came there. Until the rebel flag gets down off the fucking thing it's hanging on and chokes somebody, I have no different with the flag. Because they don't understand it. To take somebody's right away is to take your own right. What did they say? We don't want to see the NAACP. It don't even bother me about the Nazi symbol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the Nazi symbol was there way back there in the 30s before Hitler existed. You know, that's true.
Indians use that
Yeah,
symbol.
the Indians used to use that. You're right, because I'm part of it. Very good point you brought up there. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers gonna pick out some shit to complain about. You got people right here raping kids up their ass. Girls, by the time they get 17, they done had 8 abortions and shit. And what they complain about? A fucking flag. They ought to be attacked in the butt with a butt plug with no lubrication.
I told Miss Bo that you said that. You told him you would attack him with one of those.
I bet they ought to be attacked in the butt with a butt plug with no lubrication.
I told Miss Bo that you said that. You told him you would attack him with one of those.
I bet he expected that, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he didn't. I sent him an email about it.
I hope you told him. Blowfly said, if you don't send me one of his Christmas CDs, he's going to attack you with an electric butt plug.
That's what I said. I said he really said that.
Oh, you know I said it.
But I'm looking forward to it, and he said he had a video too, which would be great.
I forgot about the video, and I got a movie out.
Oh yeah?
So I'm gonna have to get you a copy of the movie. It's called Daddy's Been a Thieves, and I play a pawn shop owner.
Really?
Runaways. It's funny. It's funny.
And you perform music in that?
Yeah. I got most of my stuff in there. I'm gonna dig up a copy and send to you.
When did that come out?
Well, it ain't out yet. We did it.
Oh, it's
trying
new.
to find some way to get it out and shit. So it's called Daddy's Been a Thieves, a full-length movie. I'm the oldest guy in there, all young girls
wonderful.
and shit, and I run this pawn shop. And they come in this pawn shop, get pawn shit. And that's where the funny shit come in. Motherfuckers want a pawn. I got a sign outside saying, the only pawn shop it is where people with nothing can still pawn something. You got drag queens come in with the butt plugs they want to pawn and shit. Oh, it's funny. This wife like you and the girl come in and when I want to, Mr. Wayne ate in weeks. I said, well, you come to the right place. What you got for me? And you pulls out the snow shovel. I can't use no fucking snow shovel. But you said the sign, fuck the sign.
In Miami?
I can't use no snow shovel.
A snow shovel in Miami?
No, we filmed in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh.
That's where I filmed it at.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it's funny. And, I took up the idea is I trick you in and tell you said, well, could you have anything? Me and my wife ain't eating long. Then I know what I'm leading up to. I said, well, it is one thing I have. Pawn a picture program. What the fuck is that? I'm the only pawn shop it is where people with nothing can steal pawn something. I take pictures. What kind of pictures? Naked pictures. What the fuck you think kind of pictures? And this is what I do. I take pictures of his wife, and he have like 2 weeks to pay me back or a month or so. I can do what I want with the pictures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and of course they kill my ass on the end. They dropped a bit TV set in my head and plugs it in, and you see my intestines coming out my mouth and shit.
Wow. So that's going to be in the theaters?
I'm not sure.
Or on video?
Yeah, I think it's going to be on just TV, but...
well, I would love to see that.
Yeah, and I'm going to give you a number to call the guy.
Okay.
And tell him, you talk to Blowfly, you're doing this article on the Blowfly, and you
All right.
show like that Blowfly said, they'll tell you to please send you a copy. Tell him you with the colleges, because he'll love that.
Okay.
His name is Andy Berry. Andy Berry. And he'd like for you to call him Jim Caligula. And his number is area code 317.
317. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and when you call him, if you don't answer, just leave a message. Blowfly said he was going to have RuPaul the butt fuck your ass if you don't call me back. That's what
you want me to say that? Well, can I ask you another question?
You can ask me whatever you want.
Now, the internet said that you were born in '46. Is that true?
No, the internet did not.
They get a lot of stuff wrong on there.
Well, it's funny. I don't care how you tell the motherfuckers interview. It's funny. What you get mad for interviews? Because there's very few that print what you fucking tell them.
Yeah.
I told born in 1939 on
Okay.
Valentine's Day at 12 noon. I was born in an old fucking haunted house. Well, 19 babies had died in there. And my mother said people just saying he ain't gonna live because I was walking at the age of 5 months. And I could talk at 7 months. I was always saying, oh, something gonna happen with him. And all kind of shit happened to my hand. Snake bites and all kind of shit. I survived all that shit.
Wow.
You know, because when Rudy Ray Moore Dolomite come out with him on a snake bit him and just crawled up and died. That shit happened to me for real.
Yeah, that's from is that Dolomite?
Yeah, that was Dolomite. I do shows with him sometime. He talking about I was done with it. Rudy, shit up. You didn't start that shit till 1969. I had been doing it 50 years before that.
So you were before him then?
Oh, way before him.
Wow.
Yeah. Because a lot of them got rap mixed up with talking. Joe Tex used to talk on the...
Joe Tex. I got Joe Tex. He does...
Yeah, but that ain't rap. That's
he
talking,
does like a soul rap. It's sort of like what Barry White does.
Yeah, they call it rap, but it ain't rap.
There's no beat.
Thing. They call it... So it's soul talking.
Soul
like
talking.
I said, rap is taken from the word rap it. It's in rap it about...
Right.
If you're going... Blowfly, what's up? I want to rap to you a minute, dog. Now check it out. That ain't rap. That's soul talking. Rap is you wake up, I drink. Rap is in the heat of the night came the birth of sin, deep in the ghetto that you live in. You was born a freak, and that's a fact. Raised in the ghetto with your monkey on your back. You had to be tough in order to survive. Being some bitches never twice your size. Just rapping it gets me when they become this holler bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And it sells. But it don't mean is right because it sells, and everything.
Now, I notice on your recordings that you sing some songs and you rap others. Like, what % of your music do you rap, and do you prefer one over the other, or like in your parodies? I mean,
they have them by necessity. I would be on that day. They would have me. We gonna get Blowfly to open the show. They the big stars. I'm just a little guy, and I'm gonna open the show. And I said, I'm gonna fix their ass. Dick Clark's friend would say, take it easy. I said, no, fuck them. I'm going to show them what talent is. I would get up there and rap, so they couldn't rap. I would sing, and so that would take care of all the singers. You have some guys on the show that try to do the little rap, some guys that sing, and some guys like Rudy Ray Moore and YMS Steve and Red Flock would do stand-up.
And where was
when
this?
They get my ass, Blowfly, to open the show, I come out rapping. And between songs, I would meet a girl and said, you're beautiful. She said, thank you. I said, but you have something that's worse than death. What is that? You have a blowfly in your milk. And of course, they want to know, what is a blowfly in my milk? I said, if a guy wants to give you head, and you think it'll be lots of fun, but you know it's a trick when his mama grabs your click to show him how his nut, they shock their ass. Because they ain't heard nothing, and it rhymes. My theory is, go home if you have to moan. You're doomed if it's out of tune. And it's a crime if it don't rhyme. You know, some of these rappers, like I say, you be waiting there, well, it's been 2 years now. The shit should rhyme pretty soon. You make the shit, you just make it rhyme.
Yeah.
And they challenge, and a lot of them interrupt my show because they don't know what to expect next. You know what I mean? I got long fingers, the longest finger you ever seen. Sometimes I turn back to the audience and stick my finger to my placard hole. And when I turn around and say, what's up? It looks like he actually pulled out his dick on stage. Then he'll, oh, fuck, that's not his dick.
Now, these shows you mentioned, where was this? You said Dick Clark?
Yeah, let me show you this real good story about Dick Clark. You know, he's conservative. He didn't like no dirty shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dirty shit. I ended up knowing through Steve Lamo because Steve Lamo was on What the Action Is. You know, the weekly. That was on like 5 days a week and everything. You heard of Hank Ballard and the Midnighters, right?
No, I don't think so. Hank who?
That show you. This somebody you should have heard of.
Okay.
A lot of the college kids out there.
What's his last
Because
name?
The Beatles don't have the record of the 60s. As big as the Beatles was, this motherfucker have the record of the 60s. And you're going to know it when I tell you what it was. You remember the Twist?
The Twist, of course.
It's the record of the 60s. It was written by Hank Ballard. But let me tell you the story behind that. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters, they didn't rap, but they was doing the nasty shit way back there with me up before me up way back then and shit. They had the song I called Annie Had a Baby. She can't work no more. She spread that, work with me, Annie, like you're fucking. Dick Clark thought they was the nastiest motherfuckers in the world.
Oh.
And he banned they fucking record. He wouldn't play it on the on American Bandstand and shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, because you're not conservative with 'em. Later on, Hank Ballard come up with a song called A Twist.
Yeah.
Him and the Midnighter. But you ain't heard it. But let me tell you the story. They mailed it to Dick Clark. Dick Clark wouldn't even listen to the shit. Because he knows it's dirty. He's got to be a dirty piece of shit. He breaks it up and throws it in the garbage can. This is the truth. You will hear a lot of stories, but this is the truth. The kids say, no, that's a terrible group. And he kept dancing. So what is that y'all doing? It's that record it's the Twist. So Dick Clark said, maybe I better listen to this record.
Huh.
He listened to the record. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. There's no cussing in it. Now let me show you what the difference from being fucking dumb and stupid. The Bible said, God forgive the dumb and the crazy because they make mistakes simply because they just don't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bible said it is impossible for God to forgive a stupid person. Stupid is when you know better, you've been shown better, and you still go fuck up because you're stupid.
Uh-huh.
Dick Clark, the man who can make you or break you, called Hank Ballard, them, Sid Nathan, the King Record, and said, we want this guy to play on American Bandstand. Because he banned that record before. Now, Hank Ballard got him by the balls. But you know what Hank Ballard them said?
What?
To Dick Clark, fuck you. They told Dick Clark, fuck you.
Didn't he want his song played?
Wait a minute. Wait. They don't think about that. That's what I'm saying now. These motherfuckers who went to college, the college students got to hear this. If you think a college education, having an IQ of 300 is all you need, remember the one place you can find enough high IQ to build a whole nother world is fucking federal prison. Like the motherfucking FBI spy who had millions of dollars on a Swiss account, and he called him spying for Russia for a lousy another another 60,000. That don't make no sense. So what Dick Clark did, Dick Clark said, okay, if that's the one to play it. He had a girlfriend he was dating. And the girl said, I got this butler that sounds just like this guy. Dick Clark said, let me hear him. Come on, baby, let's do the twist. It was Chubby Checker.
Oh, no.
Not Chubby Checker. So Dick Clark took him in and recorded him on the twist.
Really?
The rest is history. And Hank Ballard wasn't even being my writer. The first thing I learned, in spite of being a third grader, I'm not ashamed of mine because I'm a smart motherfucker. It's different being wise and smart. They say smart is when you're smart enough to get your ass out of the trouble that you got into. I'm better than that. I'm wise. Wise is when you're wise enough not to get into that shit in the first place. That's when I never took drugs, never smoked, never drank. None of that shit. And I can be just as crazy as party-wise as them motherfuckers. Making a long story, he put the record out. In the record, it's monsters. It's the record of the 60s.
Wow.
And finally, I think BMI gave him a hardship case in the 70s or so, some money. But you have to try to tell them. You find out if you're not with BMI or ASCAP or that other one, how can they fucking pay you if they don't know who you are?
Yeah, well, people learn that the hard way, I guess.
Yeah, and these are college people. You know, you got to learn to tell your dick from a click. It's a big difference. Then people gonna say, "Who the fuck? That's Blowfly, boy. You really fucked up." This guy making me say this, you all.
Now, I just got a CD out of the library today, and this is a reissue of Muhammad Ali's record that he did in '63, which is him rhyming over some kind of big band music. It's very interesting. So I think rhyming must have been something in the air in the '60s.
Right.
Like
right.
it was coming into fashion. Like James Brown would sort of yell over his records a little bit. But you were telling me a little bit about this this hippie song.
Oh,
now
yeah.
Is that something that Pan Disc has in their catalog, or
later on I recorded it as a singer. I put a vocal to it because they didn't want me to do it as a rap. This shows you how stupid the motherfuckers did. Later, you see it on one of my albums, The Weird World of Blowfly. Somewhere in this land, a woman and a man sneaked into woods. I bet they're up to no good. Why, nobody knows, except that's where the often goes. Where the woods are thick, is that's where they get their kick. Sing very odd, you can hardly tell them apart, because they both wear beards. It sure is weird. It seems very strange that though they both appear in a range with a bitch named Stitch and a guy named Mitch, but which one is which? They call them the oddball. I think both of the fuckers are gay, y'all. You know, it's about the hippies. You can't tell one from another, you know. You know, the hippies used to love that shit. I would do shit about them. Like the village people did. YMCA, that's a big record.
Yeah.
Like, you should do it. And the artist would come in for dinner and say, well, it's easy. I just went, took me about 2 minutes in the dressing room to do something. YMC gay, your mouth and ass asks, why are you gay? Was it your uncle said they used to fuck you as a kid? Now you can't keep the girl in your head. I'ma block the boat and lid off the wire. How could you remember all of that? Easy. When you use your fucking brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And doves cry was natural. They would come, you got to do doves cry. What you going to do? I said, when doves come.
you did that?
You just leave me standing along with a world, along with a dick that's so hard. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just can't stand it when you fart. Gaze in the mirror at your pussy. Check out all the room inside. Face of mine refuse to enter. Smell like something is crawl up inside you and die. Hoes going to fuck eat out each other. But to my dick, it ain't no fun. 10,000 birds mean but for 5 buzz. That's what it sounds like when doves come. Oh, they loved it.
You did that for Prince?
Yeah.
Really?
I did it. I do it to fuck with them. You know, because they actually don't like the shit. When there was somebody, like I'm at the airport and somebody fucked with me. Like one of God Brooks and everything. Oh, Blowfly. Fuck you, Blowfly. I said, okay, who are you? I'm with God Brooks. All right, his history. That's when I got that song. I fuck friends in low places. I dig the asses of all races. Yes, I fuck friends. And you can't help but to laugh because it's funny.
Did that ever get back to Garth Brooks? That
yeah,
that song?
And they try to put on the front, but you can't help but to laugh. That's what do you get them under. I just be good at those things. Get this motherfucker who he had trouble with his wife when he left home. And he come to this club for the purpose of fucking up somebody, taking out all his agony on the purpose. I'm going to stand on the shade, and this motherfucker ain't going to make me laugh. I said, okay. There's a fly in your milk. Fuck you. Okay, I won't tell you about it. All right, what you mean there's a fly in my milk? I said, if you butt fucking some strange bitch in a dog, and you can tell she's fine and tall, but you go insane when you ask her name, and the host said, RuPaul. Oh, he tried to hold his mouth. He couldn't. He was just look right in the middle of a song. I asked a bitch in Orange, what did gay German say? I don't know. I ate off Hitler. What did the Afro Roman say? What? Gladiator. Just like and with me, it's just the shock of the shit that gets them, you know. Down the Rochester one time, don't you ever think about messing with my heart and shut the fuck up. See, pussy free, why don't you, baby? Take you to get me, why don't you, baby? You got to do somebody for tops. Standing in the shop puddle come. They love.
Well, so you're way before Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, way before him, and he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a context sometimes. He made it a song about Eat It, about Eat It, about.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
And then I waited till they finished. Then I come on and say he knew I was back. He saw fuck baby blowflies out there. Then I did my version of Michael Jackson. You think you're man, but you're nothing but a boy. That little dick you got is just a toy. Beneath the bitch dress, you can find a real McCoy and eat it. Eat it. That's a fine bitch standing right here. Go stand there trying to be some kind of queer. Just stick your tongue out and put it in here and eat it. Oh, they cracked up. The
Wow.
pussy's ready now, can't you tell? Juice enough to make you want to ring a bell. And it's really not so bad once you get past the smell. So, and you have to laugh.
Yeah, it's so interesting because you take country music and rock and roll and R&B, but yet when you're finished with it, it always has the same subject matter.
That's what you do. You keep the same.
Same.
You need to change something to get around.
You carved out a little niche for yourself.
Yeah, well, like Roberta Flack, the people tell me, you got to say Roberta Flack. Said, please don't come mess with me. I said, your man said to you, Roberta, first time ever you sucked my dick. I felt the earth tremble underneath my ball. She had to crack up.
They all tell you don't do it, but they want to hear what you come up with.
Yeah. Because what you do, I give them a lesson. Oh, you're right. My mama taught me better than this. I'm not going to do it. I'm planting to see. Well, you might as well to do it. They kept fucking with me. No, I'm not going to bet you. What's wrong? You can't do it. You ain't smart. I done tricked them into it. They'd be wanting me to do it.
Oh, I got to turn the tape over.
Okay.
Well, let me know how much more time you have.
Okay, I was in this club somewhere in Atlanta, and I know I got tricked. They always trick me into this shit because I write songs. Me and you can be at a party,
Yeah.
and I come up with an idea for a song. I would just write it. I'm the best in the world at tuning people out. In the middle of a hurricane, I can tune that shit out and finish a song in my head. They come on, hey, Blowfly, why you never fuck with R. Kelly? I said, he don't make no da-da-da, that shit, the Be Like and Fly is clean as nasty as shit. What do something about it? I said, I believe my dick can fly. I believe my boss can testify. But all the hoes that have come my way, I vicious buck both night and day. I believe my dick can fly. Shoot come way up in the... They was on the floor roughly.
Because that's a very sensitive song when you start out.
Yeah, do it the same way, You do it the same fucking way that they did.
Wow.
And even did, they people right in the mouth. Oh, Albert Pressure. You're not doing my Albert Pressure. Oh, what is it? I done forgot the lyrics, so that's the only shit I'm always talking about memory. But remember, I'm all shook up.
Yeah.
Remember that song, Elvis Presley, I'm all shook up?
Yeah, right.
I did one about him all fucked up. Because, when he had that song out, he made a great turnaround. He didn't know it at the beginning. They asked him about, you ever fucked in a black girl? He's the only thing a black bitch can do is buy my record. Later on, he retracted that. And a lot of blacks remember that, but they don't remember what happened later on.
Mm-hmm.
This old lady had a bunch of kids and a fucking bunch of grandkids and couldn't get them around. She was over there trying to buy this old raggedy car that wasn't no good. Elvis Presley had to stop by there because he wanted to buy a van. He carried the Jordanaires and a bunch of motherfuckers with him.
Uh-huh.
And this lady was over there praying to people, and it wasn't nice to the black lady at all. And Elvis said, could you take over there and just show her one of them cars? He said, what? No, just get out the way. Show her something. Just get her ass out the way. He kept her over there about 15 minutes. When the lady come back, Elvis Presley had gone. Mm-hmm. And the man told her, this is goddamn true, happened in West Palm Beach. This car is yours. And this black lady started crying. Thank you, mister. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for giving me. He said, no. It ain't me. I charge you for this shit. Is that guy, Elvis Presley, she didn't even know it was Elvis Presley. Huh. She said she never got a chance to thank him. Yeah. there's about a lot of things that people should know. And like in New York City, certain guy went in, I'll tell you who it was in a minute, went into one of the lower areas, there probably was the Bronx or somewhere. Like, what women here that got kids and the rent is behind, the mortgage is behind? The guy said, if I throw all of them out the bed, I'll be throw all of them out, all of them. He said he paid up their mortgage. I mean, they're not mortgage, they rent, and left an envelope with a couple of $100 in it. Now, if you don't think that's mean nothing, imagine your mom or your sister done lied to the rent office so much, she done run out of lies. You said, this man gonna put me out. I can't lie no more. I'm gonna go with this. You went to mister, I can't lie to you no more. I don't have your money, and I don't know when I'm gonna be able to catch it. All I have is $200, and the man smiled and said, keep your fucking $200. Here's the envelope with $200 in it, and here's the receipt. Your rent is caught up. Now, you know how good that'll make some old lady feel? She got a mortgage, she got a rent caught up, plus the envelope with it. Kenny Rogers.
Who?
In his Kenny Rogers. And his accountants didn't want him to do that because you can't get a tax write-off on it.
Huh.
It ain't like We Are the World, which grows around close to 80 and 90 some $1 million, and they still can't account for 30 million of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear that.
They're gonna get a charge. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. But the only people on the screen when they hurting, like I said, if you want motherfuckers to shut up and laugh, I just lie on them. If you want to upset them, tell the fucking truth.
Wow.
By the way, there was only two people that handled that money. One name was Jesse something. The other name was Michael something. I don't remember the last name. Well,
I bet you did a parody of that too.
Yeah, I did. And let me tell you, the first time I went to L.A. is Blowfly. I was, I'm internationally known. I've been to Europe and all of that stuff in Austria, Vienna. Because let me tell you this.
Oh, really?
In 1986, I think, I had this record out called "The First Black President."
Okay, I've heard of that.
You've seen that, right?
Yes.
In the thing, I get the head from the secretary, and I do all kind of shit. When Clinton comes in the White House, years later,
they said
he
he's the first
same thing with Monica Lewinsky. It seemed like he wasn't copying me, it was just a coincidence. But it seemed like the whole shit, blah, blah, come up, that shit, tear you up before that. So the first black president is big over there.
Well, now, apparently there's a movie out. I just saw this guy on Jay Leno last night, and he said he's playing the first black president, and he met Clinton. So, I
none of my music in there. If you do, he's in.
I don't think so. But I have that song on the Best of Blowfly. It's on there.
Right. Yeah,
I'm gonna go listen to it. I'm gonna listen to that right after I hang up with you.
All right. And did you? So Bo gonna sing the Christmas record, right?
Yes.
Good, cause you love that. Do it with a big band, and there's shit except all the Christmas carols sung, singing my ass off, except the lyrics been changed, and the DJs like to mix it in with the other shit. Like I said, the name was on there. It says, "Your Uncle Chester's nuts are roasting by an open fire. His fingers buried in your pussy hole. He's giving head to you, bitch, before he's through. He might even let you suck an Eskimo. Everybody knows all you hoes just love to fucking get sucked. No matter what your ass is, black or white, with your finger on your clit, your mind on Santa's big dick, it'll be hard not to shoot off tonight."
Well, that's pretty explicit.
Yeah, you know that old freaky Santa is on his way. He got butt plugs, dildos, and KY jelly in his sleigh. All you hoes over here would jump out of bed just to see if Santa's reindeers really know how to give head. And I do it in the same key that Net do it in. In a Cuban song, negro hillano, Feliz Navidad, te quiero el boy you mañana, Feliz Navidad. When I wish you fucking Merry Christmas.
Wow, you remember that all by heart.
Yeah, most of the stuff. Even when sometimes the band do it for the hell of, they dig an old song out like Shitting on the Dock of the Bay by Otis Redding.
Uh-huh.
And they try to get me, so I remember that shit. But before they get to playing the intro, I remember it. Shitting in them. You know, they tried to sue me about that. After Otis Redding passed, his family.
Oh.
And I had to prove to them, but then the more shit I can easily prove. I didn't have they had that in mind of cutting that. Otis Redding appeared in Miami at the Surgeon Night Beat.
Wow.
Most entertainers, they would have many come around. I used to make more money in the hotel room singing for the motherfuckers than most people did on stage. Because he had me do on his song, shitting in the morning sun, I be shitting till the evening come, watching my turds fall in, then I take them back out again, I'm just a shitting on the dock of the bay. And he would love that. Right before his show, he liked to hear that shit.
Uh-huh. Well, I was really...
They had the song I call The Greatest. You know, the greatest love, the greatest
yes.
love of all.
Right, I know.
Boy, George, some of them down here, they don't the South Beach somewhere. And this lesbian couple was having a birthday. They was talking about, I wish we could do something. Talking about, oh, Blowfly's here. Blowfly, can you do something? And I said, the band, y'all know The Greatest Love? They said, yeah. But I thought it was some trust me, let me have it. So I said, I believe that eating pussy is your future. So lick it well and let your tongue lead the way. Sample all the juices that you feel inside. Give her clit a sense of pride. Make it greasier. Let the little bitch moan and remind you how that sex should be. All the hoes are searching for a big dick, trying to find a set of balls to hang on to. But you never find any prick that could fulfill all your needs. So when your love come down, you must learn to depend on these. You decided long ago never to fucking in a dick shadow. If you fail, if you succeed, least you'll fuck as you believe. No matter what your mammy say or do, she can't take away the freak in you. Because the gay is love of all. Oh, they loved it.
You improvised that on the spot?
Yeah. I just come up with it.
Just came up with it. The same day?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was the last verse. Come on. You forgot the last verse, sir. So if you've been dreaming about that special come that you can't find in woman nor man, you can still achieve that special come by using your own hand. And the moral of the song is, the gayest love of all is to masturbate. You know, if you're a woman and you're masturbating, you're a bitch making love to a bitch, so that's gay, but that's the ultimate gay.
And they like that.
Yeah.
They like the song.
Yeah, no, they love to identify with it. But you don't make it seem like you're gay, but you get gay, but it was gay people in the Bible. Sodom and Gomorrah.
Uh-huh.
You know, so you don't worry about that shit, you know. You have trouble with it. When you get to hell, you're going to find some gays, some straights, some preachers. Like Jim Baker and Jimmy Swaggart, who said, I hate hookers. And I hate pimp. Anybody who buy a hooker ought to have his dick cut off. And he busted his ass 3 times for buying hookers. Couldn't stay away from hookers.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's a minister. Then you got Jim Baker, who stole about $9.some million from the religious people. I always say that when the religious people go getting funky, I tell them, sin is everywhere. You know, that's me. Blowfly, we're going to find Satan. I said, that sounds exciting. Where you going? We're going to go into this whole house. We're going to go to Pink Pussycat. I said, I thought y'all was going to find Satan. Well, where you at? At the church. You ain't going to find Satan in no bar or no whole house. His favorite soul is the saved soul. That's where you find him at, either in church or outside when they be invited here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you have to run that shit down to him.
Uh-huh.
Them Catholics and Blowfly. Well, I ain't never said yet. You just got there, and the Catholics good at this. They don't understand everything God has. Satan has one.
Oh.
God has heaven up. Satan has hell down. God's son Jesus have the cross. Now, this is where the worshiping Satan comes in, and you don't know it. I told him, you should study Satan. The more you study Satan, the more you learn to appreciate God. When you make the cross, a lot of them just rush through it, and the crossbar be further down, and you know what's down? Hell. Than it do up. Satan has a cross too, the upside down cross. He always makes them just opposite of God. Now, if you're rushing through making a sign of the cross and you make an upside down cross, you'll just worship the prince of darkness. And immediately he tells God, if they are saved, why are they worshiping me? A lot of people say, well, God know what I mean. He don't care about what you mean. You can't say, I love God and serve Satan. You know, you got to be honest. He said, why ain't you saved? Because I still watch the Playboy channel. Well, why don't you repent? Before you repent me, why don't you try to repent in that Catholic priest who they busted for screwing little boys up the butt? Or the old name minister who screwed 4 or 5 of his little nieces. I think that's wrong. He was married. That's breaking the 10th Commandment. Oh, I get their ass. I had to tell them, clean up your own house first before you start to tell these guys. And it gets me when they turn out, y'all the Bible. Hey, lady, I don't care how bad the shit we talk on the record, it don't compare for real life. The kids don't do what we talk about. We talk about what they do.
Well, yeah.
Just look at it. Look at the Bible. The most violent book, you won't read nothing that's more violent than the Bible.
Yes.
And it's kind of conservative. People was eating flesh way back then. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I was reading that they said that Clarence Reid is a very religious person and carries the Bible, but then Blowfly you have to watch out for.
Yeah.
But it's the same person.
They tell me, why don't you get saved? Why? One of the main reasons is you motherfuckers. I tell them. You know, you say, blah, 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 blah. You can't remember shit. I got a serious problem with a person who's saved and can't remember shit about the Bible except the Lord's Prayer. You know, I say, you know how much time it takes to memorize 150 songs? You got to believe in God to do that shit. I believe. And the Bible says you should be saved by the way they get into it by the New Testament. And what's your name?
David.
David. Oh, David, I remember him.
Oh.
And I
he was a rapper.
Well, this is the New Testament. College kids out there, God only created one Bible. He did not create a New Testament. For years, it was only one Bible. If somebody said, David, such thing happened, you said, is that true? Read your Bible. All you had to do was go to your Bible. You can't say that now. As of 1998, there was exactly 84 different versions of the Holy Bible.
Wow.
That man come up with. God did not create a New Testament. He created one Bible on the rock, and man copied it off the rock. And you know about man. So they said, we're making it easier for the young kids, the school kids and college kids to understand it. That's the problem. The Old Testament, the King James Version, is made so if David read it, Jimmy read it, and the professor you talking about read it, we come up with 2 different meanings, 3 different meanings. That's the key to it. I said, well, I think I'm right. David said, I think it means this. The only way we'll know who right is to study.
You have to go back to the Hebrew.
They don't study when it's laid out. And man, who deciphered the New Testament? Well, we did. Y'all did. And you know what God meant. You was born 4 days ago, but you know what it meant. You know.
Yeah.
I tell them, God did not create a New Testament. No bullshit. He created one Bible. Man created the New Testament. The same person that took prayer out of school. And you know what happened tonight? You never seen so many kids getting blown away in the school. The most dangerous place you can send your kids these days is school. High school, not college. The shit happening in college is not as much as it is in high school.
Yeah, right.
Motherfucker get like in wake work. The teacher got this little black boy disrupting class, busting water balloons. He just simply, he lived 10 miles from school. He traveled 10 miles, get a gun, come back, and shoot the teacher in the face. I can't understand why the little bastard don't get first degree murder. That is premeditated murder.
I heard about that. The family was upset that the verdict was not enough, they said.
They should be upset. David, I cannot get in my car, go to Los Angeles, get a gun, go to Cleveland, and shoot you in the face and say, oh, it was an accident.
He's too young, they said.
Yeah, but that's who's doing the killing.
Yeah.
The mom is more apt to get shot by her own son these days than ex-husband. Used to be the number one cause of women getting killed. No more. Remember, I don't know if you read about it or not. This lady got on her son about It's bad grade. He
No.
just simply went in the kitchen, got a knife, and stabbed their ass in the heart.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah, you should hear me. And he went and told his neighbor, some white dude done broke in and killed his mom.
Oh, no.
But they know better. They found out he did it. And then there's a 13-year-old boy who weighs 178 pounds. And this little 6-year-old girl who weighs 48 pounds. And you heard about that?
No.
Yeah, this 13-year-old boy body slammed the girl to death. His mama was there. His mama's a highway patrolman. She said it was an accident. But the coroner's office said this couldn't have been done. Imagine, I'm keeping your girl. You got a little 6-year-old girl. I got a 13-year-old bully that looked like Hulk Hogan. And I'm in the room while she gets body slammed to death.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, you heard about that. Now, the problem was because he got life without a parole. But, David, if you're my lawyer and I do something, and they say, David, we're going to get Blowfly. If you plead guilty, we'll get Blowfly in 3 years. He get help, mental help and shit. And it'll be another 4 years or 5 years probation. And you say, my son, Blowfly, is not going to spend 1 day in jail. You know what it means when you turn it down, don't you? You better damn well be found innocent. If you turn down the plea bargain and you're found guilty, the judge has no choice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and he got over 800 letters from religious groups. Not one thing all the letters had in common is not one single letter showed any sympathy for that 6-year-old girl.
Huh.
They was talking about the judge ought to be hung for giving this poor 13... He was a fucking bully. Everybody know him.
Was that down in Florida?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
You can't beat some little 6-year-old girl to death and claim it was accident. Because the coroner's office said these are pictures of photos of street gang members who was beaten to death by a gang.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he showing this shit? Right next to it is a picture of this little 6-year-old girl who was accidentally body slammed, they said. The photos look similar. She's got as much damage done to her body on, they say, one body slam as this guy here did when he was beaten to death. You understand what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. So that blows that shit out of the water. And he didn't show no sympathy until after the jury said life without parole. That's when he started to cry.
Wow.
You got some bad kids these days. Age ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, one of the students in my class is a teacher. She teaches 5th grade kids, and she's taking the rap class because she said she wants to understand where they're coming from and try to find some rap music that she can use that would get through to the kids in a positive way, because she said she's seeing a lot of the fallout from the lyrics they listen to about the language they use and the way they talk about females and so on. She said that it's affecting them negatively, and she has to deal with that. Like, they're listening to music that's too old for them, maybe, you know.
No, these kids are smart.
They got...
I wish I could talk this later. I remind about the Pentagon had a problem with somebody breaking into their computer bank. They almost caused a bunch of shit. Now, ask me how old this motherfucker was that broke into his computer.
I don't know, like 15?
No, dog, no. Just turned 14.
14.
Yeah. You walk the walk, you have to walk the talk.
Right.
Now, we was back there, we never did no shit like that. And it was just the violence.
Yeah.
You know, and where they learn this shit at home. Kids, and I don't mean, when I say kids, they're 13 or 14, to me, they ain't no kids, they're grown up. Because a lot of them got babies, and they go around and raping people and shit. I'm talking about young kids, 5 and 6-year-olds. The first place they learn, the first fuck, a damn, a hell, is at home from their parents. Or from somebody their parents that cuss in the house. That is the first place they learn the curse words from.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another thing, too, you got to think about. The most violent, immoral shit on television is the shows that the parents don't care about the kids watching. I bet you can't tell me what that is.
MTV?
Soap operas.
Oh, really?
Everybody fucks everybody on soap operas. Nobody tells nobody the truth. There they have babies about the daughters. It's 90% of the soap operas is full of lies and deceit and deception.
Mm-hmm.
And the parents don't have no problem with the kids watching the soap operas.
Now, it's interesting that the rap music that got the country's attention as far as the language goes was from your hometown. Do you think you had anything to do with inspiring those groups?
Of course, because you have to see what
they were listening to your records, weren't they, as kids?
Yeah, at the University of Miami.
Luther Campbell.
Wait a minute. They asked me to speak some shit out there, and I had to tell them. I can tell the college kids, they graduate. They some motherfucking mind games and blah blah. Now you can have mama and teacher gun, and he's up there. Look, let's hell down this teacher. Blah 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 blah. They don't dig that language.
Oh.
I got up there. Look, you click cleaning, dick cleaning, tit smelling, fish smelling, and when I got their attention, then I dropped the bomb on them. If you're so fucking smart, why is your mammy, despite her having heart trouble, high blood pressure, kidney stone, are most definitely going to outlive at least half of y'all ass? They don't understand that. Most of y'all are being killed on drive. You're smart, right? Then why are you getting killed on drive-by shooting? Even when you're alive, you're dead. You kill some girl that you kill, your girlfriend that you catch with a boyfriend, and you're in jail. You're some bad guy's boyfriend. Then when I got through with theirs, they would listen. The teacher said, I don't like that. Miss, if you're talking to a German and you speak in Creole, he's not going to know what the fuck you're talking about.
This is the professor that brought you in?
Yeah, we have to, and I had to explain to them. Well, they listen. Right. Damn right, they listen. That's the language they speak.
Right, okay.
And they got to learn the style. One thing the kids got, and if they hear this interview, they are laugh because they know I'm telling the truth. If, let's just say, we want to take this tattoo off our arm because that looks bad.
Yeah.
And the mama says, son, I think you should take the tattoo off your arm. They are not going to take the fucking tattoo off the arm.
Right, I know.
Simply because you're supposed to go against your parents. You don't do shit they ask you to do until your ass is up to your neck in trouble. That's the way you got to learn what you're dealing with. You know, and the girls' phrases said, lingers around females. This professor needs to ride some of the city buses. And I had to tell him yesterday, after talking to you today, blah, 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 blah. I said, you know something? This is the very reason no guys respect you girls. All of y'all have had one abortion. Even some of your high school girls got babies and shit. You never heard such motherfuckers and bitches come out the girls' mouth. You don't respect a girl who used the words fuck you a damn.
Uh-huh.
They put them in a class. Those are the kind of girls we call midnight lovers. The guys get them and pick them up after midnight. You don't be seen with theirs in the day. And the one reason you treat them like that is not because they are hoes, it's because they act like hoes. Girls are more violent than some of the boys these days. And I don't know why. They figure that if we don't talk this bullshit, you know, and the professor's got to learn to understand that. I'm going to get together with you and do a song, but you got to do it right. You can't lie to them. You can't say that you don't curse and don't do that. And everywhere they turn on television, sometimes Bush was doing this speech, and somebody that they had to beep out the word, they would say, everywhere you turn this down. It's part of life. It's like trying to, we're going to save the gays. God didn't save the gays in the Bible. How y'all going to save them? How you going to change somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You know, like Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown. She loves Bobby Brown, but you know she's bi. Before she got with Bobby, she had bought this girl she was dating a house and blah, blah, blah. And every now and then, she goes back.
Really?
That's what, yeah, that's what she do. Because they got rooms out there, there's a film floating around with Bobby, Whitney, and a third party on it.
Oh.
That third party ain't no guy. You can bet that. It's a female.
Wow.
Yeah. And this girl, her mother is Chazzy Houston, one of the most religious person in the world.
She's a gospel singer, right?
Yeah, and believe in God and everything. But that don't save you. You know, because the professor has got to learn something, David. It's everywhere.
Well,
now,
this is
Satan,
actually,
wait a minute.
that
Satan,
was
you tell him this. Satan was second in the man to God in heaven. Only person that had more power than Satan was God.
Mm-hmm.
Satan corrupted a third of the angels. Now, heaven's supposed to be perfect, right?
Right.
God had to kick Satan and a third of his angels' ass out of heaven.
Uh-huh.
Some people, you can't say, when God said, do you want to go to hell? The answer was, we would rather serve in hell than to rule in heaven. They didn't want to be there. There's what heaven is supposed to be great. But there's brought this up to see a point. You can't save people who don't want to be saved. You know?
Right.
You got to act accordingly. You know? And you have to show them. You don't tell them, you show them. Like I did those kids, those college kids. Blah, 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 blah. And the parents don't know that they're not. They don't? Oh, your mama don't know shit. And I had to tell the guy from the University of Miami, one of the football players of late, then why is your mama, you had, how many brothers you had? 14 brothers? Your mama had high blood pressure and heart trouble 50 years ago. She still got high blood pressure and high blood pressure, and she's alive. And how many of y'all left? 4 of you motherfuckers? I think the parents are doing something right. When you talk to them like that, they remember that shit. They won't say, oh, you right, Blowfly, oh, you right, David. They think about that shit. And before you leave, they're going, hey, man, I still don't believe what about. You got their ass then. You got to show them that. You know what I mean? Because they don't know. They think they know, but they don't know. And having a high IQ, like I said, there's nobody who got it, other than God, who got a high IQ than Satan. His ass is in hell. You know?
Well, I guess this teacher is teaching in the inner city of Cleveland, so a lot of the people might have low incomes, and it's like rough neighborhoods,
Yeah, I'm going to do, I know what kind of song you're talking about. I'm going to do one, and I'm going to make it, put it on tape, and let you listen to it.
Oh, yeah?
I think that'll be good, and this will be something that ain't on the record, enough that'll be a tape that she can use that is played. I know what you're saying. You know?
For the kids. Well, these are fifth grade.
Damn, when you can say heaven. You know? Why I say fuck you when you can say I love you? You know, you have to say that. Explain that to them. You can't just say don't curse. And don't get girls pregnant. Hell, if you got with a girl in 2 dates and don't try to do something to her, they think you're gay or something these days.
Really?
And most people don't realize how aggressive the chicks are, because you should know. They're aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get my mom to that. These boys are my mother. Tiffany quit George because he wouldn't butt fuck her. What am I missing here? Don't come talking about all the bad boys. The boys ought to be locked up. It's the girl.
Wow.
Because the boys think this girl want a train pull on her. They do it. It's wrong. But why would they think that? Because a girl would always want to hang out with a bunch of boys. That is a no-no. You know?
Yeah.
And I always use David, for example, in the Bible when they talk about prayer can say, I say, David is the only person in the Bible, and a lot of the preachers don't know. I'm shocked that they don't know this. I ask them, who is it, the only person in the Bible that God could not send to hell no matter what he done, and he couldn't keep out of heaven no matter what he done? Ain't nobody like that. Yes, it is. I said, because God said ain't nobody perfect except him. That means he cannot lie. And all it takes for Satan to go back to heaven and rule, and that's his design, is to go back to heaven and turn it into a hell. All it takes is for God to tell one lie. They still didn't know what I was getting at. When David was 12 years old and defeated Goliath, God was so proud of him, he told David, from this day forward, your place in the kingdom will be preserved. Now, David, you know what that means, don't you? You going to heaven. God has told you. Jesus didn't tell you, not John the Baptist. God himself told you. When you were 12 years old, I'm so proud of you, from this day forward, your place in the kingdom will be preserved. After that, David turned out to be a porcupine's overused dangling. He went with married women. He had to get killed, blah, 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 blah. All that shit. God couldn't send him to hell, and he couldn't keep him out of heaven. Because he done promised. God cannot lie. He can't go back on his word. So what he did, he did the next worst thing. He turned David, he didn't say I would turn your life on earth into a hell. He made it into a total hell. And I have to remind the preachers of this. David written 150 songs, the biggest book, 151 songs, the biggest book in the Bible. None of them worked. Nothing changed for me. Ask God, don't let my baby die, because he loved that baby he got by that married woman. The baby died. Nothing changed until he finds Saul, his worst enemy. That goes to show you, pray no good till it's preceded by action. He caught Saul asleep. Now, the old David would have cut Saul's nuts off and rammed it down his mouth, because that's his worst enemy.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of people say he did it to show Saul I could have killed you, but he didn't. He did it to show God I'm a changed person. He took his sword and cut a piece of Saul's garment off.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh.
from that day forward, he started to bring him out a little bit. Because so far, all David did was written prayers. You know, he was one of the worst person that was. He did nothing. How can God answer his prayer when he did one thing to show nothing? That was the beginning. If you follow it from the cave on down, when he could have killed Saul and didn't, those said, you make one step, God will make two. He brought him out a little bit. Then he helped some old beast pull off the shit. You know, don't forget, David was a king.
The king, like
he
the
was a king,
president
and he had
today.
to go from being a king to even scorpions and living in a cave. And he had 100 million enemies. So he got to worry about waking up and finding his head decapitated. You know.
Right.
But you learn that from you won't learn that from the New Testament. That man created. You know.
I think a lot of Christian preachers focus on the New Testament more than the Old Testament.
They
probably.
do because it's because they are mentally, and I hope they get pissed off with me. They are mentally lazy as fuck. They won't do research. Well, it's easy to understand. It was made for you to be easy to understand. The Old Testament was made so if David, the guy Blowfly is talking to, want to find out who was the first person who committed sin on earth, David would have to take his monkey ass to the library and do research.
You're right.
Yeah. Because if you don't do
That's
research,
like
I
the
tell
history.
you got to believe the preachers. You know how many preachers are wrong? And the Bible says you shall be saved by your own belief.
You know what Africa Bambaataa says? He says that the first rapper was when God rapped to Abraham. He said they were rapping together. They said that's how far back rapping goes.
Tell him he's wrong about that, though. God did not rap and rhyme. God has never made anything rhyme. In the rap, you got to make it rhyme. Like it's a crime if it don't rhyme.
Okay.
God ain't gonna say, listen, Abraham, check this out. I want to protect that soul you got. Can you imagine God saying that? Listen to me. It's half past 12. If you don't do what I tell you, I'm gonna send your ass to hell. Can you imagine?
That's good.
And they don't know what the word rap means. I had to tell them. The Nassau, mine. See me riding in whole people truck. Don't try to hitch a ride, cause me don't give a fuck. Pull at me gun and put finger on trigger. Said me but never ride it, blood clot nigga to the nigga fuck. I said that ain't rap. Why? Because they have musical notes. Rap is not music. If
I've
you
got
can get
some.
on the keyboard and you can find a note, dong, 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 then it's not rap.
Yeah, now the Bone Thugs from Cleveland.
Try to find this on the keyboard. This is Blowfly, class, going south and soul here. I don't care where you go, it's going to seem like you're a half step up or a half step down.
Yes.
Now, the hip-hoppers don't want to major, but one of them told me, but Blowfly, what have we put? I said, you can put the Ray Charles singers, the Philadelphia Harmonic Orchestra behind your monkey ass. If you said ba 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 ba, then it's not music.
Not rap.
The background doesn't determine whether it's music or not. It's the lead. The lead determines. You know, and you can't get on the keyboard finding the note to some of these shit they saying. And seeing the Jamaicans say note, they really don't rap. They sing.
They're singing on one or two notes. Yeah.
I'm gonna get my woman going down to the club. Get my bitch and go down to the club. Don't. I can tell you what key is in C.
See, so it's not rap.
C, down. With that E flat. That would be a E flat.
Yeah, or da 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 da.
Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah. You can do. You just come up with something. Do opposite high and opposite low. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Dun. Yeah.
Now I'm getting low on my tape, so can I ask you a couple more things? On the best of hits, which is what I have, I bought it because of it's got a song called Rap Dirty, and now from listening to it, it sounds pretty recent because of the keyboards. I mean, it doesn't sound too old. Like when I'm curious, when was that originally done? Because it says 96.
I love you for bringing that up. Because I had to use that to show the people what's different in using machines and live.
Oh.
Now the original one, do da 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 doom 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 do da doom 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 doom.
Oh, that's funky.
Yeah, that's funk. That's the thing, funk. if you notice when motherfuckers sample shit, they always sample a live band.
Oh.
They never sample a machine. Now, Bo the Minute that I do Rap Dirty 85 or whatever it is, with a fucking machine. I hate fucking machines. You know, it makes the talented motherfucker in the world seem like a genius.
You rather have the band.
We come up with a beat, don 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 don, and we can change it any way we want to do it.
And that's the way you do it with Fishbone.
Yeah, but I use live musicians with them, all shit, and help them showing them new chords. They tell me, what is that? That is a suspended chord. What's a suspended chord? You're a fucking college graduate. Why don't you check and do research?
Now, can I ask you this? The Rap Dirty song, do you prefer to spell rap with one P or two?
With one.
One, and same for Blowfly's Rap.
Yeah,
because some of the records have it with two.
They try to be raving back, but what it is, I try to tell a lot of the hip-hoppers, if the year 2050, they start calling your nose your ass. It don't make no difference what the motherfuckers call it. We both know it's a nose, don't we?
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm different. I'm going to call it your ass. Then blow your ass. Changing the name, they don't understand. I had to explain to them. I had to tell them, what do Jimi Hendrix, Tupac, Biggie Small, Chico and the Man, Richard Valens, and I can name about 20 motherfuckers. Wait a minute, what I was saying, Richard Valens.
Where are you going with this?
I better not do this because they're going to get my ass as the truth, because they don't get mad about lies. They get mad by the truth. I'm going to say what they all have in common.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
You know what, David? I'm beginning to think you are the real David. Hi, it's Bathsheba, dog. Now, Saul almost got your monkey ass in that can, didn't it?
Yeah, I got to go practice my harp.
Your harp?
Harp. Like David played the harp.
You got me on that one.
Yeah.
It's easy that you can get my ass. You already did play a harp. And a lot of mother, like when you mention that, they talking about it's something you blow with your mouth.
Yeah, right.
Oh, bitches or something you play like a string.
Strings, yeah.
A lot of people tell them, well, the music created meets a opinion. That's first string and was supposed to be used in effort. You know, that's where the heart come from.
So so this Rap Dirty that you got on this CD is a version of an older song.
Yeah, that was the biggest one.
And when did you do that? 79?
Yeah, somewhere like that. It was a big mother because the rednecks love it. This is Blowfly, the master.
Do you know?
Sold to your ass. Boys and girls, bulldaggers and packets going to rap in your ear till your ass gets ragged.
Which one is that?
Huh?
Is that Rap Dirty or Blowfly's Rap?
That's Rap Dirty.
Rap Dirty. And
Blowfly's Rap was on a pop chart. Cause all I did with that was says, my rap was dirty and my line was mean, and now it's time for Blowfly's theme. What a Buddha, 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 Buddha. And I did the band groove, and I said, if you ain't got the message, it ain't my fault. I decided that you had enough of my talk. I'm going to let the band groove on you for a while, child, and I do no cursing in that.
Oh.
So I'm going to trip by Atlanta, go by the Peach Bowl, see what the freaks doing there, and I'm going to go catch I-95 and go on down to Cleveland. I think I mentioned Cleveland in there, too.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and there's
now, can you remember the years of those two? Because
it had to be the early 70s, because I remember.
Oh, that early?
I can tell you cause after I got in this big lawsuit about what a difference a delay make, your freaking friend, the judge made me stop recording for a year. We had to wait, and people would go, "When's it gonna come out new Blowfly?" And the thing I come out with that Rap Dirty shit. I had been doing it.
That's the early 70s. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's
before
Sugar Hill Gang.
Confused with when it was recorded. Now they keep a record of that. Back then, they didn't keep no record of that. Rap Dirty I recorded from 1968.
1968?
Yeah, but it didn't come out until about 70, the early 70s, or 72, 73, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I had recorded
so that really puts you before almost anybody else.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because it was real rap. He wasn't no shit that, well, baby.
And you were calling it...
I would be better this time. You know, I really love you. I made a mistake. That is not rap. That is soul talking.
Now, the interesting thing is that your title in 1968 had the term rap in it, but nobody called it rap until later. So you're even ahead of your time in calling that rap.
Yeah, because
rapping used to be just like talking to your friend, like you're gonna rap.
Right, and the real name for it, these guys, young guys who think they know so fucking much, should do research, again, like the Old Testament. You do research. You go back and find out. You call that shit. Bee Gees like to say, jive talking. I mean, you know, just saying a bunch of shit that really don't mean nothing. It's jive talking. It ain't rap.
Now, did you, when you were growing, I just got one more question. When you were growing up, were you participating in some of the rhyming things people used to do on the street, like the dozens?
Oh, no, I did.
Or the...
To me, it was boring. To me, I always considered myself above that shit. Like, hey, motherfucker, cocksucker. Anybody can use it. Are you okay? That's the first thing out of their mind. What you gonna do then? What you do is tell a girl, you know what you are, and it's hard. Motherfucker can't do this. Now listen to this. If you play it with on you. You know what you are?
Yeah.
What you are? You a fucking tit-smelling, fish-smelling, well-wishing, no-douching, discharging, crab marching, dandruff carrying, bloody draws wearing, BD-tested, lice-infested, dissected, bought your rejection, wrongdoing, none-screwing, overpaid, overlaid, click-leaning, dick-cleaning, prick-bleeding, slit-bleeding, side-swipe, unwhite, totally squash, unwashed, muscle-slipping, fist-gripping, funk-wallering, basketball-swallowing, overused, visual abuse, dick-touching, cum-catching, poor excuse for a human being. Your WGOUPCD, and then they say, what the fuck is that? Whoopi Goldberg's overused Pentecost discharge. It's the third worst thing in the world. What's the second worst? LFLN. What is that? Louis Farrakhan's left nut. They always say that. Why the left one? That's the one ain't never worked. But then they're going to be funny. Well, how did you know? His lover told me. Well, who is his lover? You fucking mammy. Who you think the lover is? Dude, well, what's the worst? The worst thing in the world, especially if you're an American citizen that's a Cuban. If you're Cuban and an American citizen, there's nothing worse in the world, including hell and Satan, than an FCC. And I bet you, David, you can't tell me what the FCC is. But if you ask one of your Cuban friends in Cleveland, when they find out what it is, if they're American citizen, they agree it ain't nothing worse than the FCC.
An FCC?
Fidel Castro come. Tell them how would they like to drink a bottle of that shit.
Wow. That's pretty harsh.
Yeah. But
So you did that. You did do that as a kid, like rhyming insults and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I do that on the beginning of Burning Pussy. I got the song that people won't let me get off the stage with. I did a version of the Gap Band, Burning Rubber to Burning Pussy. And before I do it, I sets it up in this audience. You got to see this to believe it. If I come to Cleveland, I'm going to do it. I said, attention, please. May I have your attention? In 3 minutes, myself, the guys in the band, along with this entire club, y'all ass in right now, are going on an extremely dangerous trip. Also, and the chord of song is called Pussy Hell. Reason being, the only thing they burn there is pussy. That's the reason the management of this club, along with the city's police department, asked me to warn all you females who have a weak heart, a clit. You have 10 seconds to get the fuck out of here before we take off. Of course, they don't leave. And that's when I said, sign number 1. This is a fucking 0. It means you sluts are too late. Your fucking time is up. You should have left while you had the chance. You should see the look on their face like, I hope you're kidding. Sign number 2, the closed fist. This means the doors to this club is locked so tight, an invisible ass clique can't escape. You hoes in huge trouble. You're not going with us whether you want to or not. You should have hauled ass, dog. That's which brings us to the most dangerous and significant sign of all, and the only sign that means it's viciously ass-kicking time is this. That's when the band said, dong, and I hold up 4 fingers. This means Get ready for the ride of your motherfucking life. As I hold up 4 fingers, 4 long pussy fucking fingers. It don't mean the 4th quarter. And the show as fuck doesn't mean 4 on the floor. It means 4 of the meanest, evilest, vilest, racist, crudest, baddest, nastiest, most awesome words you'll ever hear. 4 words so powerful that when I scream them out, all of you freaks' body, brain, and sexual functions come to a complete standstill. You females' pussy powers totally shut down. From that point on, Blowfly controls your eyes, your thighs, your lips, your hips, your nose, your holes, your clits, your slits, even your puny little miserable dicks. That's when I look at the guys. Then I say, now I ask you females one last time so I won't have no trouble at your mama. Are you sure you tit-smelling, fish-smelling, well-wishing, non-dishing, discharging, crap-marching, dangerous carrying, bloody drawers wearing, BD-tested, licensed, plastic, dissected, voucher rejected, wrongdoing, non-screwing, overpaid, underlaid, click-leaning, dick-cleaning, prick-cleaning, silk-bleeding, side-swipe, unwhite, toilet squash, unwashed, muscle-slipping, fist-gripping, funk-wallering, basketball-swallowing, overused, visually abused, dick-fetching, cum-catching hoes want to travel with us? Very well, fasten your sleep belt. Make sure your life insurance is up to date and good working order. Because your ultimate eternal ride straight to pussy hell begins right now. As I put the pedal to the metal with these 4 powerful words, let's burn some pussy! Pop, pop, pop. That's what you start off.
Are you going to do that one on the tour with Fishbone?
Yeah, I have to do that. That's the run of your simple, it's my money.
Wow.
Your feet eat my time. Now you want to clap up my mind. Oh, I'm serious. It makes me curious. Why you want to burn me, girl? Your cunt keep thundering, and my dick keep wondering. Why you want to burn me, girl? Boom, boom. Just because my dick's like steel. Why you want to burn me, girl? Oh, my dick ain't made of steel. So please, why you want to burn me, girl? If you want me to be your lover, gonna have to let me put a rub on me, oh, you're awesome.
Wow.
You sling your pussy all over town, mention fucking and your drawers and down. Take my fist without a pound, fucking suck till the sun go down. My dick start burning when I pirate's feet. Oh, why you wanna burn pussy on me? Oh, they love it. There's so much unexpected shit on the end.
Yeah, I was thinking a lot of those people might be really shocked.
They do. That's what you do.
They don't know who you are, maybe, and really.
Yeah, those are whites, dude. You could be. I go there. Some of the white girls. What is was in Pasadena, California.
Pasadena.
They must have been. I don't know how they find out because usually my friends is a white crowd and some black, but most of the white, if 20 and 30 and those things. These girls had to be about 17 or 15, 16, and she said,
"Uh-oh.
I don't believe you, Blowfly." I said, "Well, yes, I am." Then I made this long finger. That's my single. This fuck you finger. You know, the long one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like him. I said, well, what's your problem? You little brat, you. I still don't believe it, Blowfly. I know what you're waiting on. So this is when I did the old famous, nobody got it like me, lad. That's him. And let me tell you what happened. For the boys, I would draw the picture of a dick, saying to my big dick friend, Blase, whatever his name is, from Blowfly. To the girls, I would just draw a picture of a heart. This should have aggressive females is with an arrow through it saying, to my sweet lady, Blowfly, remember the 3 stays. Stay in school, stay away from drugs, and stay out of street game. They kept looking funny. I said, they act like I did something wrong. That lady said, they think you're a male chauvinist. And they were serious. I said, and it upset me. I said, why you think that? Because we want the same thing that you put for the boys. I had to draw a picture of a dick for them. They didn't want the fucking hard saying.
Was this before?
The professors got to learn what's going on out there. The professors teach school, and then they take their ass home, and they watch the Animal Channel or some shit.
Uh-huh.
They need to learn what's going on. And the man said, you're not going to do it. These are the fans. You either do what they want or get the fuck out of the business.
Yeah.
So what I did, I drew the picture of a heart with a dick through it, saying to the best cooch in the world. Somebody put the best spoon thing in the world. And they loved it that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But it's friendly when we was on the road. we was in, they showed the people this jerky because they think I'm the biggest freak in the world. They realize I ain't never drink, never smoke, and ever just drug. We was in
really?
Lake Tahoe. These 3 of the most beautiful young girls ever seen. They was real big. They couldn't be, because I'm expert on age. They couldn't be no more. They wanted you to think they was about 19 or 20. But I could tell they wasn't about 15 or 16. I don't party with a bunch of girls anyway. I treat them nice. And I showed them a good time, gave them some records and stuff. They wanted to go to Fishbone them and Flea and the Chili Pepper. I said, no, y'all don't want to do that. I'm going to tell you why. And I went to the door and let them hear what was going on in it. I said, now, y'all don't want to be in drugs and wake up with some 5 guys in a bed. You don't just tell them, you show them. And they go, oh, yeah, you see what's happening? So I took them to a Burger King, gave them, fed them, and put them on a bus and sent their ass home. That's in Lake Tahoe.
Where was that?
Later on, they was in Lake Tahoe.
Oh,
later on, about a week later, we in Seattle, Washington. They said, Blowfly, some white chicken, some white, you know what they always say, hoe. They don't mean it, but some white hoe was out there to see you, man. She want to see you real bad. Okay, Sonny, what the fuck is this? She would say, no, it's cool. So she come to me, and she looked real serious. You don't know what you did for me. I said, what? You restored my faith in musicians. Those 3 girls that you showed what was going on, and then put their ass on a bus and told them to take their click cleaning, dick cleaning ass home to their mammy and get potty trained first.
Yeah.
Those were my granddaughters.
Really?
And the lady she left and she thanked me, you know.
She came to see you
just to tell me that when she found out, when I'm saying, they was going to go, and later on they find out some weird shit went on at the hotel. They have this date rape shit.
Wow.
Girls in that, and girls have a habit, they want you to think they're hip. So they drink shit.
Yeah.
And they put that shit in the drink, and next thing they know is the next day. You know?
Wow.
And Blowfly would never have that. You don't see no shit in the paper with Blowfly taking advantage of somebody.
Yeah, that's great.
Some of the guys on Red, they won't party. So you want to party? And he got his little niece, his little daughter with me. One of them his niece and one of them his daughter. They was about 14 or 15. I let them stay with me in the same, they put in a little tour. Because when they find out he couldn't smoke around them, they stay with me.
Wow.
And because I don't mess around, I don't take advantage of nobody. I'm very superstitious. I believe if you fuck over somebody, like the Bible said, it comes back on your porcupine ass sevenfold.
Oh, like
I
karma.
Something good to come back sevenfold, you know.
Yeah.
Truthful, honest,
I didn't know.
If I'm broken, I'm starved to death, and you leave your wallet, and there's 10 grand in there, I am not going to spend a penny till I call you, David, I got your fucking wallet here. Here's your money. Now, I need to borrow $5 to go to the fucking Burger King. I'm starved. And this guy in Germany told me, Claudia told me in Austria, Vienna, oh, you can't let them know that you don't drink. David, I must have walked around with pot in this pocket, hash in this. Motherfucker skeptic. Hey, man, get your head together. I said, I'm sorry, I just got through doing that. But smoke it later. We was getting ready to leave, and the girl said, you better clean yourself up. That's what you mean. You got more drugs on you than the Colombian drug dealer. But people not buying, they would give it to me because they figure I did it, and I didn't want to hurt their feelings saying, no, I don't do this. So I just said, not now.
Yeah.
And, of course, Fishbone, them, the guys, they love that shit. I had to clean my shit up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of really good rappers in European countries now. I don't know if you got to hear any of them.
Yeah, I run up on them. I toured over there. You're right. And they what say when people don't give them, they don't know how good they is. I don't know what word I'm looking for. You know what word I'm looking for.
They're unassuming.
Yeah. Unappreciated. People don't know how good they are yet.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers real rappers. They ain't know I'm walking down the street. You know what I mean?
In every,
I'm gonna go to him to die. You know.
In every country they're doing it, and in those languages.
Yeah. By the way, I got to get this out on this. I am being sampled like mad.
Oh.
Eminem has a record called "Y'all Stand Up and Button." Sold it. They say in many copies. About 75 million. If you listen to it, dum 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 dum.
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum. Get an old Blowfly record that I recorded when his mammy was about 6 years old.
Yeah.
Called Honk Convoy. It's dum 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 dum.
Well, wait a minute. That sounds a lot like Snoop Doggy Dogg.
He sampled it too.
Dum 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 dum. I mean, that's the sound. That's the California rap sound.
The only problem is when this guy, you might have heard of him, named Blowfly, recorded that.
I'm Blowfly.
Snoop Doggy Dogg was wearing that.
Now, what's the name of that song?
That
you, the one.
Snoop Doggy Dogg is
No,
style.
The one you did.
It's Convoy. I did two of them. It's Convoy, Dirty Virgin. And
Convoy? You mean like a truck thing?
Yeah, Convoy.
Convoy?
Yeah. You look on one of my albums, you'll see Rapping, Dancing, and Laughing. That's the album it's on.
And it goes dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Really?
Dun 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 dun.
Now that's the same thing.
It ain't Eminem, it's Dr. Dre. All he did was repeat it. Dun 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 dun. They were fucking crazy.
That's the same thing the Isley Brothers complained about. The same thing the Isley Brothers complained about about you.
Yeah, only difference was I tried to tell him, Kelly, you had never ate no pussy when I recorded mine. I was too fucking poor to get it copywritten.
Yeah.
You know, I did mine in 1964. They didn't do their shit till 1969. Yeah, they just happened to put theirs out first. Because I had some motherfuckers I couldn't convince this should be like this. See, if I'm out in the street, like the professor, if I'm out in the street and I see what's going on, and you got people teaching kids not going to let you see the real you when you're teaching them.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get your ass out of the fucking classroom some weekends. Prepare for the ride, like I said on Blue, for the ride of your motherfucking life.
Yeah.
And visit the hood, visit the club.
Well, maybe
Get around the kids and find out what the fuck is going on. Then you know how to communicate with them. Because most of the college professors have the faintest idea how to communicate with them, and they're good at covering that shit up. They just sit back and check you out unless you say this shit. You know?
Yeah, you have to
what
be.
You're thinking. You know what I'm thinking? Yeah.
You have to be a little careful.
You thinking this motherfucking third grader's up here talking about me, and I'm a computer expert. So is the motherfucker who discovered the computer chip. His ass are doing, he's lucky he didn't get killed. Now, what you think his problem is? He had all IQ and no fucking brains, dog. I had to explain to him like that. Why y'all dying, you know? And heat stroke, they had football players dying. It's from heat. It ain't got nothing to do with the heat. It's the shit that they take that weaken their resistance against heat. You know, once upon a time, David, if I was coaching, I tell you, David, you need to build up your muscles. You need about 70 pounds, dog. You would have to lift weight. It would take you, if it take you less than a year or 9 months, there's something wrong. But the days, if I tell you that, I go on vacation, take my wife on vacation, and come back in a week, and you're looking like fucking the Incredible Hulk. Your muscles got muscles because they take shit to do it. And every time you take medicine that puts something in your body, it takes something away from it.
Right.
And that's heat resistance. So the motherfuckers who used to could deal with 90-degree weather now have heart attacks in 90-degree weather.
Oh, that one kid just died.
Yeah, and the coaches don't want you to talk about that because they afraid they would just tell the fucking truth. You know?
Oh, he didn't just die from the heat.
No, well, he died from the heat, but there's a reason. I wanted to be a scientist so bad, but when you got a million of sisters and brothers, and you're the oldest.
Oh, yeah?
But it's the shit they take to weaken their resistance against heat. You know, when you was born, David, you got shit in you that fight diseases, germs and shit.
Right.
But every time you take, especially the steroids, it gives you muscles, and it takes away something. Nothing you take don't give you nothing without taking away something. It weakens your resistance against heat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when he died. He died from a heat stroke, but you ain't doing the Paul Harvey. Like I said, the rest of the story.
Oh.
The reason he's able to die from a heat stroke because his resistance is weak. The reason their resistance is weak is because these shit. The coaches don't tell them you go out and take steroids. You need to build up your muscle.
Yeah.
You don't tell a motherfucker that, hey, I want you to hit the weight room. I want you to supervise. I don't want you taking nothing, not even a fucking aspirin. You know, eat no pussy on a 16. You have to tell them that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's true. And me, in Virginia, I say, I'm old enough to be your granddaddy, and ain't never been a doctor. I have no health problem whatsoever.
That's great.
Like Blowfly, we don't want to smoke by Blowfly because we don't want to influence. Oh, you can't influence me. The bad part is if I'm wrong, then I'm going to hell. There's no straightening my ass out. The good part is, if I'm right, there ain't no person like the Yahweh ben Yahweh or some motherfucking religious group like Charles Manson come up and say, I got the key ticket to heaven. Now what you do, you take all your mammoth's money, put it in my name. Are you listening, boy? Give me all your worldly belongings and I can get you them. You got some dumb motherfuckers, David. And a lot of the college kids, high education, they got this guy to run computer, had over about $8 million. I bet $80 million. That shit is down to about $10 million now. Religious groups done got to his ass.
Who?
Religious groups. You got motherfuckers that come brainwash your ass, come on, I got the key way to, and Billy Graham, they investigate him, because what he would do, he don't take money, he gets those old ladies who are terminally ill, and who don't feel like nothing. Oh, Lord, I guess go ahead and take me, because I have no chance, I'm so miserable, and they got pain, and Billy Graham will pray for him. It's like going to a concert. Get this motherfucker who done want to kill his wife by some bitch, and to go to a concert, and you start singing something that he can identify and making good. He feels good. Well, Blowfly really saved me. He ain't saved his ass. Well, that's what Billy Graham do. And the ladies are feeling good to say, now, you can preserve your place in the kingdom. All you got to do is remember Billy and the wheel. She runs home, she changed her fucking wheel, and wills everything to Billy Graham, to his religious congregation. Now, you are a grandson, and you got a bunch of grand nieces and nephews and shit. She passed. The will is read. Well, y'all done took care of all of her life. You done took care of her for 30 years. So you know she gonna will you something. And then you find out you don't get shit. You done took care of her ass for 30 years, and Billy Graham gets the money. She ain't been knowing this motherfucker about 4 days and a half. Exaggerating just a little bit. You know? And there's a problem there. That's what you call stealing in the name of the Lord.
Wow. Well, he's the biggest, the one of the biggest ones right now.
Yeah, but investigating him, then you got people telling about Reverend Ike. Well, who are you to judge? That's what the rich people always saying. Bible says, judge not, ye be judged. I said, do you know what the definition of judge means? It means if I say, you know what, I think Hulk Hogan has got 14 inches of dick, and the bitch only have 10 inches. That's judging. If I call you a bitch and you are a bitch, that is not judging. That is a fact. You have to talk to them like that and explain it to them. You get them pissed off and they know what you're saying. If you go there, oh, please not, kids, y'all listen up now. Hey, you little bastard, what you want to be buried in? I'm not dying. You will be if you don't watch yourself. you have to explain that to them. Scare the shit out of them. And tell them the truth. Why you think y'all ass are getting blown away?
The kids you're talking about.
Yeah. These 14 and 15 and 16-year-olds think they know everything. And the parents don't know. They got this thing again. Like I said, if they were thinking to go to heaven, well, my mama's right. I'm gonna, people are right. I'm gonna straighten myself up. And then the parents don't know it and tell them, I want you to straighten yourself up or get out. They would deliberately go back on drugs just because they got this thing down, and I deal with them all the day. The worst thing in the world is do what your fucking parents say and forget about the preacher. So you show them. That's what I do. I call them and say, y'all ain't smart with shit. I'm finishing cool. So did Satan. So did Charles Manson. So did this motherfucker run the computer ship that he called spying for the United States.
Yeah.
And the only way he skipped death row was he told him about all the shit that he turned over to Russia. He would never see the light of day. They don't know what to do. Well, what? What the fuck? Come on, tell me about it. You know, they don't realize the greatest gift you can have is common sense. You know, like I said, if I go in this bar, like Puff Daddy told him he was a dumb motherfucker, he go in the bar, they got this rule out, that's David. If you got a girl you care about, or love her, whatever, there's certain places you don't take him, her, or it. Because they don't give a fuck about you. Even if it's your wife, he can be Jesus. Don't forget, in the Bible, God sent the angels to Sodom and Gomorrah, and they tried to screw the angels. They don't care about it. And he went in there with Jennifer Holliday, Jennifer Lopez, who's a great actress and a great singer, but she's a slut. She would fuck Godzilla. That's just the way she is. And he gonna shoot up the place, and it cost him about $20 million to get out of that shit. And it was aunt was down here. They pick it on him for nothing. I said, Miss.
Well, they pleaded not guilty.
Yeah,
they said wasn't us.
Johnny Cochran got him off like they did O.J. Simpson.
Yeah.
I won't get in that. Now, we all know what happened with O.J. Simpson. The only reason he beat it is because the cop was so intent on getting him, they placed evidence. They didn't have to place evidence.
Yeah.
They already had him. If you got evidence around where you killed the lady next door, and I go and plant evidence to make sure they get you, and they find out I planted evidence, everything is thrown out.
Right.
Yeah, all that disciples find innocent. And his aunt was somehow, if they just picked on him down the man, been arrested about 4 times down here. I said, Miss, now I want to ask you this question. You teach college, so you got to have some sense. I don't know about common sense. The motherfucker come down here driving a car so loud till Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see it. He's going south on Collins Avenue. The only problem with that is it's a one-way north.
Who was doing that?
Puff Daddy.
Really?
He's doing 55 in a 30 miles an hour scoot up the zone.
One way?
Of course, they picking on him for nothing. Oh, you're right. They picking on his ass for nothing. well, he wouldn't do that deliberately. Lady.
Was that in Miami?
Did you call out the money? When you're that bad, they figure they just that stupid. They figure all publicity is good publicity. You keep your name in the news. So they do shit like Bobby Brown. They keep your name in the news. Oh, I just had a stroke. Oh, he got some transvestite and got busted with.
Oh.
Every time you turn around and his name is on the Associated Press, and it makes him more, at least he thinks it do, makes him more important.
Even if it's bad.
They go out of their way to cause problems.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I need, what's that?
What sign are you?
What sign? You mean astrology?
No, I'm talking about a dog stick. Of course.
I don't believe in that. Capricorn.
Capricorn, the sign of the goat. The funky motherfucker don't use no soap. He keep calm in his throat. Capricorn, I just wanted to fuck with you. But it
you know what I heard today on the news? The astrologers just got the go-ahead to get an accreditation program so that once they get their training, they can have a certificate, and it's an official, I don't know if it's like they said it's an official thing. And they said they interviewed a guy from the planetarium, the Hayden Planetarium in New York, and he said that he couldn't believe that people still believed in that today or something.
You tell this guy he's about as stupid as a porcupine's twin dick. God created astrology, and if you remember John the Baptist in the Bible, the king loved it, John the Baptist, because he could read the stars. God created the stars. If you were born a certain time, certain shit is going to happen in your life. You ain't going to act like these other people do. It's a done deal. God created that. So this girl with the queen was so jealous of John the Baptist because he could read the stars.
Yeah.
He could even read the stars and tell them this is not a good time to travel. And they would travel and some shit would fall out the sky on them.
Yeah.
You know, we found out later it was asteroids and shit. But some people didn't know that. You know, astrology.
That's
God created astrology. You know, and John the Baptist could read that. So what the queen did is told, did something for the king. And the king said, anything you want, you can have.
Yeah, that's the daughter.
Yeah, anything you want, you can have. He had no idea that's what she would say. She said, bring me the head of John the Baptist.
Yeah, I've seen the movie.
You don't have a phony motherfucker killed. They don't care about phony motherfuckers. They have you killed if you know what you're talking about. He even told the king about her. Say, she is going to be your worst downfall. I forget what her sign was, but it works like now. It's not. They said they don't believe in that because of these fucking phony ass psychics.
Yeah, like
psychics takes it a different way.
That that Jamaican one on the commercials.
Oh, she's the biggest phony in the world. Yeah, I know.
Some girl wrote into the internet. She said she went to school with her in Alabama.
Yeah.
Of course, you knew that.
But to show you how fucked up people are, you got vain people. They done put it on the international news, CNN, how she said Call free now. You get 30 minutes free. Those 30 minutes is going to cost your ass an hour in fee.
Really?
They done busted her.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
But the people do not care. And these religious people, they keep calling this bitch.
Really?
With a sucker. Why you think she more popular than President Bush? Every channel, including, I'm serious, including, tell your professor who don't believe astrology to check this bitch out. They sure how many people do. Even on the Weather Channel, you can't listen to the Weather Channel for seeing her ass.
Yeah, I wondered if anybody actually called that.
Despite of people done showed in black or white how she do. She call your insurance company. She pick shit out. They know shit.
Now, how can she?
Some people who are legitimate. Because my mom is one of them.
Oh.
My mom can look at you and say, you know what? He's going to travel soon. He shouldn't travel.
She's got the gift.
And I say he's a Capricorn. They're kind of stubborn. You have to show them. They don't believe shit until after it happened to them. And the only problem with that, when it happened to your ass, it's too late. You can't say, well, I'll know about it next time. There's no next time. so you got it. And the two stubborn motherfuckers, and the whole sign is the Taurus and the Capricorn.
Well, and did you inherit that gift from your mom?
Yeah, well, I can see certain things like I used to tell Fishbone and when they got out there, we was going to Canada. And I said, stop before we get over here. Oh, Blowfly, come on, we don't want that. Trust me. Stop.
Stop.
Yeah, okay, what is that? Why we stop that? That's the borderline. Motherfucker, we can see. Now, I'm not going to ask if y'all got ecstasy pills and absinthe that has been banned and pre-based shit, because I know you motherfuckers have it. You know what happens if they catch you with that shit over there, don't you? They're going to use an oversized butt plug on your ass with no lubrication. I tell them just like this. Wait, that's stupid. So what you got to do, you smoke all that shit you got now, or you throw it away. Then I told when they got it, they ain't going to throw it away. Not Angelo, not this other motherfucker. Why? Because they're Taurus.
They've been on the road long enough. They should know that.
They're going to wait till that happens to them. But they're fucking, when you're stubborn and you have no common sense. They said, man, but they went to college. They got nothing to do with having an ounce of brain. Having an IQ of 300 doesn't mean you got an ounce of brain. So we get to the place, and a guy at borderline going to Canada, check it out. Angelo go to big over the tie his shoes, and weed pop out. Yeah, weed. I said, how did you know? Because I see shit. I could see it happen. Now, it's 200 of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
The man said, okay, everybody out.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, they have to do that. They don't want to make you get out, but once they find shit, everybody has to get out. Now, I want you to see this. This is going to play. Your fans, your college kids got to hear this.
Yeah.
I'll show you sometime a motherfucker, best motherfucker in the world can be wrong. This bitch looked like a man, which I know she was gay. It don't matter no different, but they said the worst bitch in the world is a black or a white woman that weighs at least 300 pounds. They have this rotten attitude. She shows up with this dog that looked like the hound from hell. All the 200 motherfuckers lined it up. The dog went all the way down the line, David, and guess who he picked out?
I don't know.
You should guess.
You.
Of course.
And you don't do drugs.
He picked the only motherfuckers that ain't them and everybody cried, it ain't funny. You got him. I said, oh, yes, it is. Oh, what did you say? I said, oh, yes, fuck it is. Look behind you. Your homeboy's on the ground laughing, too. I said, I want to ask you a question. How accurate is this mud? Because I'm pissed. When I get pissed, I could get less than a damn. You could have a shotgun, shoot me in the head because I'm coming after your head. He's about 98% lady, not even close. Doreen, your drug enforcement agents are laughing. They know me. I'm Blowfly. Out of all, we got terrorists, we got aliens, we got Cosby, we got motherfuckers who done butt plug the Pope and shit. I'm the only bitch on here that ain't never smoked, drank, or used drugs. I don't party. I don't even screw bitches on the road. I'm afraid I catch the Hong Kong disease or some shit. And the bitch picked me out. Now, I didn't, because, well, you can do it. No. You don't let me slide. I demand to take a drug test now so we can get this shit over with. They give me a urine test. Oh, you're clean with it. I don't understand. Well, the guy said, they was still at me. Blowfly, is anything you want to say to this dog? I said, yeah. You know what you are? you're fucking dysentery and bone burying, tick hatching, flea scratching, lice erasing, car chasing, none growling, full moon howling, none listening, fire hydrant pissing, lipper lipping, no drug sniffing, collar carrying, hound marrying, cat beating, apple eating, poor excuse for manger mutton, your breath smell like undushed lasted, but they was on the ground laughing.
How do you remember all that?
Oh, easy, because of my memories. I got good memories.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yeah, it's the true story. Then they was like Lanam, because they kept them there for a while. We had to go on without them. And they part of the show, and they show because some of the guys that play parts, and I was and let you see it. You could skip over Angelo and all these other mother walking crack machines and pick my ass. That's when a God will laugh. And then you heard the rest of it. I got CDs to sell because I think it was something like a benefit. That's one of the reasons I have to go with doing the benefit. I told them it's good to do benefit. And then,
in Canada?
Yeah. We want to, you have a copy of your CD? Now I want to sell these motherfuckers. That's good money I send. I get one God one, and 30 motherfuckers show up.
Yeah.
$15 a piece I give her, and I said, she don't want one. Of course she wants one. So I put on there, they told me, you got to give her that copy of that. I got this record called You a Big Fat Bitch with a Big Fat Slit. The only time you see your pussy is when you take her shit. I couldn't do that to her. She told me, you know what? You need to watch your temper. I said, miss, I'm the nicest guy you ever meet. I'm part nigga, part German, and part Indian. That's a terrible combination. And only time I attack is when I get pissed off, when I know I'm right. I go to hell if I know I'm right. As in, the bitch picked me out. I said, I still think I should butt fuck his ass. She was talking about the dog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you're, hopefully I can meet you maybe when you come up here to Cleveland, if you do.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm going to let you know way ahead of time. Maybe I can get to hang out. Your mom live there?
She's in Florida.
Oh, shit, what part of Florida?
Cape Coral. It's near Fort Myers.
Yeah, that's a skip and a hop from here.
Yeah, just across the alley.
Get together this time, meeting with Carl, and I'm going to tell him, I'm going to say, what's your mother's name?
Lynn.
Miss Lynn. I don't know how to tell you that.
Yeah, but you know, she hates rap, though.
I know, that's good part about it.
She doesn't like the dirty stuff.
Good, I'm going to say.
She'll be shocked.
I know, I'm going to say, Miss Lynn, I'm not trying to cramp your style or nothing, but your beautiful, lovely, innocent son, David, wrote all of my Blowfly shit. He don't want you to know. He didn't. And you're going to say, Mom, he just kidding. You're going to know you ain't going to know I'm going to be done went to the pressing plant. They got one special one pressed it with your name on it. Written, arranged, and produced by Dangerous David.
I'm going to have to warn her about that. Yeah, she's over on the west. And my grandfather's over in Sunrise. You know where that is?
Sunrise? I can walk with him to Sunrise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
In Broward.
That is Broward County.
Yeah.
Giving her.
Yeah. They all hate rap, though. They can't believe that I'm studying it. They said whenever we tell people my son is studying rap, they always say, oh, no, he shouldn't do that. It's horrible.
Tell them this. They, at last count, make sure you tell them this, because this is true. At last count, there was around 80 billion people in the world, not kids, that likes rap.
80 billion.
That's them a lot of wrong motherfucking boys.
Yeah.
Hell is going to be crowded if it's... But it's just like some people say about hillbilly. How can you listen to hillbilly music? My God. And I say the same thing about blues. How can you listen to a song where nothing is never right?
Everybody used to do hillbilly music 100 years ago.
Yeah,
do square dance music.
But black, and David, I'm glad you mentioned that. Blacks don't know how close hillbilly and blues are.
Well, black people invented hillbilly music. I mean, the banjo is a black instrument. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't understand. They'll get their little acoustic guitar with 2 strings on it, and they will sing about they're a slave and all kinds of shit. I said, you got to cut that shit out. If you're going to tell about the bad part, tell about the good part.
Oh.
There was no skinny niggas in Georgia or Mississippi. They all had plenty to eat. You know.
Well, you know, you ever heard of Clarence Gatemouth Brown?
Oh yeah, I have too. I run up
He's
on
from
him,
Texas.
Called them on stage and them on it. You got the right name, motherfucker. I've been doing this shit before y'all asked for doing it.
No, he's older than you is.
Little bro, Clarence called it, little bro. But now look, you ain't been doing it long. He didn't know I was doing it. I went back and did this oddball from 1960. How old the fuck are you? I said, I was here in the other life, dog. Any more questions? That's all I did, make records. I'm going to spend time. Other people would work and fuck and work and get high. I would work and make records.
Wow. You know, I looked on the internet tonight.
Yeah, I
and
had girlfriends
I
who quit
saw
me because I wouldn't screw them. I forgot you're supposed to screw them.
You must have been working hard because the list of your records is very long. I mean, all different ones.
And that is not even half for this shit.
Really?
With BMI, sometime I give you the computer rate. I don't have it here now. Where you got to be in a chick. Over 3,000 songs published, and this is clean shit.
What?
This ain't even Blowfly. Most people don't write that many songs.
300 or 3,000?
3,000.
3,000?
Yeah.
Really?
I have a 2 or 3 hours on Betty Wright, Wilson Pickett, Big Maybe. You remember a song called Question Mark in the Studio? Sure, I put back I go called You Gonna Cry, 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 96 Tears.
It sounds familiar.
96 Tears. It was a #1 record. The lyrics wasn't shit. It was a #1 record. But that was one of my things. I had straightened it out. The guys have having problem with it in the studio. And the guy said, here, Clarence will straighten this out. And I straightened the lyrics and said, Clarence, you want, and I'm this way, honest person. A lot of times people say, well, it costs you a lot of money. And it cost me millions of dollars, but I don't give a fuck. If you got a song, and you said, Blowfly, help me with this song. And I help you with that. I said, no, these lyrics, you got to do this and make this rhyme. And they come out and say, okay, it's me and your song. No, David, it ain't me and your song. It's your fucking song. I just help you with it. You know, now, motherfucker, you see names on my record. Clarence, it ain't, I ain't going, it's I'm not going. Okay, oh, I put I'm not going. Okay, that's already 50% of your song. What the fuck, put it on the record. But I've been doing songs a long time. Put them from Roulette Record to Marty Kraft, but Shirley and Lee, a lot of people. And most of mine, like the Bee Gees, they used to come to town and help me to hide in the boot. One of them.
Wow.
The one that passed was my favorite. He was fun. The one that died.
Who?
The Bee Gees.
Oh yeah.
And the one that passed.
Somebody Gibbs something.
Yeah, Andy Gibbs.
Andy
Yeah, they
Gibbs.
got good with him. And he's talking about, this something with staying alive. I said, y'all talking about y'all little dick, but it ain't gonna work. Staying alive, it's dead. Oh, you should hear him crying.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, thanks for calling. I hope I enjoyed
Oh
talking
boy,
to you.
I kept you up too late, I guess.
No, you know what's going to happen to you?
What's that?
David, I hate to say this, but whatever you fucking do, don't look in the fucking closet. Some horrible, immoral shit waits on your bunky ass in there.
Some what?
He's serious. He's getting a little scared.
Yeah.
And David, up under your bed that you sleep in,
Yeah. Yeah.
something waits on you up under there.
No, I stay up late anyway.
The interview will come out with them with shit in it that I ain't never said. Nobody said fuck the president and everybody. You don't give a damn about nobody.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me think. So, I think I know a guy that you know. His name is Jordan, and he runs.
Do I know him? He used to work out that pen.
He told me he knows you very well, and he has a website that's dedicated to, like music that came before rap, like rhyming and
That's good.
all
Tell him
that
I
stuff.
said hi
Okay.
and everything. Oh, you know what I want you to do?
What's that?
This professor was talking about she wants a song. I'm going to find out from her what kind of song she wants. I'm going to do it especially for her.
Really?
Yeah.
For her
class,
kids.
for the class. Tell her that it don't have to rhyme. Just write down some of the things that she wants to talk about. And I'll do it for her. And it ain't going to cost her no money. I'm going to do it, give it to you on time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I like doing that shit.
Yeah, her name is.
Make sure you do it and then call me.
Her name is Taliba.
Oh, shit, it'll take me a year to see that. Why don't I just go on and call it coochie and be done with it?
Well, I think she just, I'll ask her, but she wants something that's like, you know, kind of positive.
You'll tell her, I know what you're talking about, but tell her to write it down because I want to do it with her in mind, exactly what she want to tell the kids. I'm going to put it to music. It ain't going to cost her one penny, and something she can play for. She can play. She can listen to herself, and once she agree with it, then I go ahead on and finish doing it.
I will tell her.
Okay.
That's very nice of you.
And tell her I said, be nice to you. You don't deserve this shit. You're a duty head, but hey, David, you know what a duty head is?
Yes, I do.
You know what a duty head is?
Well, I don't know. What is it?
A duty head. I should be shaming myself correcting you. A duty head is an oversexed, multi-dyed piranha fish with 10 trillion teeth that do head. Hey, David, you know what I do when I'm home, when I'm not in jail? You won't guess what I watch.
I don't know.
I can get all of the Playboy channels and all that shit, but you know what is my favorite channel?
Which one?
The cartoon channel.
Oh, really?
This when I get down with kids. They be telling me, you should see the trouble. I get along with kids. People say, because they had this little girl on road, and I get tired of it. She was crying and blah, 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 blah. What's wrong? The mom said, well, she had nightmares. Come on. I bet it out of reflex. I just got her. Come on. Lay down in bed. Next day I got up, she was gone. I said, oh, shit, I shouldn't have put her in the bed. Mama, somebody, how did you do that? Do what? She had no nightmare. She said she don't have no nightmare when she sleep with Blowfly. I said, nightmare, the world baddest nigga is the last thing nightmare. You got to tell Bo to sing. Call me back and tell her sing you that song I got by the world baddest nigga.
Okay.
You heard that on me, huh?
Which one?
The world baddest nigga.
No, I haven't heard that.
Okay, you got the tape running?
Yes, I do.
Born when only a few ounces and barely alive, the doctor gave the little bastard no chance to survive. His mother went on a covenant, no other advice, and used a voodoo spell from hell to save the life of the world baddest nigga, the world baddest nigga, TWBN. On the playground, at the age of 6, some little fucker hit his sister in the head with a stick. With his lips steady cussing and both fists flying, kicked the little dude's ass and had him on the ground. When suddenly 2 boys appeared with one a hell of a stance. They was bigger and older, but they had no chance. One pulled out his gun and had his finger on the trigger, but it wouldn't save his ass from the world baddest nigga, the world baddest nigga, TWBN. In elementary school, he was slick and sly, bad as shit and already getting high. Stuck some girl in the ass with a real sharp pencil. Took 20 motherfuckers to drag him to the principal. Once they had him in the office, they were sure that was it. But just 20 minutes later, all their ass had been kicked. Now, one boy doing this, it just doesn't figure. But it's an everyday thing for the world baddest nigga, the world baddest nigga, TWBN. At 17, he was sent to prison for fucking up 4 drug dealers with 1 pair of scissors. Shot in the chest and twice in the knee. He just laughed and screamed, you want to fuck with me? To some, prison life was like a Hell's commercial, but to the world baddest nigga, it was only rehearsal, TWBN. Some said faith, others said reality. They let his monkey ass go on a technicality. And as the moon slowly rises while the sun goes down, that old saying comes into play, what goes around comes around. Because he was killed that same day on some silly bullshit, shot in the back by a dyke while he was fucking a bitch. And like Delilah did to Samson, David, it just doesn't figure. All it took is one pussy to stop the world baddest nigga. You think that's just a song. This cannot be. But all this is real. That little fucker was me. And as I want all my homeboys from deep in the grave, if you don't want to come here, then stop your violent ways. Say hello to my mom, whom I love so well. And as she asks how I'm doing, tell her even in hell, I'm still the world baddest nigga. The world baddest nigga.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I had to do that because, but on mine, you got to have it so you get it in the end. You know, the motherfucker get killed and it goes to hell. It ain't like, all right, shoot, them cop killer would have got, you don't make no shit like that because you don't get away with nothing. If I fuck over you, I'm going to get it. You might not be there to see it, but you can be sure Blowfly gets what's coming to him. That's the reason I believe in treating people right.
Wow.
David, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, the milk ain't dry around your mouth yet.
Too young, you think?
I got to teach you a couple of things. First of all, you got to learn some important words like pendejo, puta, negro,
yeah.
room and shit like that.
Yeah, I didn't learn that in Spanish class.
Oh, you know Spanish, huh?
Yeah, I studied it down there.
Good. Them girls been coming to me and talking about, oh, Blowfly, you know what's a pendejo? How the fuck do I know what a pendejo is? A hoe that only fucks around in the day? Y'all know, of course, but I just do that to fuck around with it. Be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mother.
And you got Haitians down there too. A lot of Haitians.
All kind of shit. This is not This is not America here. It's all kind of races.
The Caribbean.
Yeah. When the alien case is out, I thought I was gonna lose friends with a lot of my Spanish friends. I had to explain to them, that was wrong. I said, guys, you want to be assholes? Are you afraid to listen? Is that it? You afraid you're gonna hear the truth? Well, what is the truth? For 200 years in America, ever since we got our independence, if something happened to the mammy, unless you can prove the daddy is an alien, a Martian, a rapist, a fuck like kids up the ass, he gets the kids. The judge said the last thing in the world he wanted to do was give O.J. Simpson those kids. He had to. The guy was found innocent. Now y'all need to shut the fuck up and stop blaming Janet Reno. You know, you couldn't prove Gonzalez was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And so he loved Castro. You got people that love Satan. You got...
Well, you know what they were saying? They were saying that he had a temper. But I think that's true of most Cuban people.
I'm going to tell you the ones that had the highest temper is the Spanish and the Jamaicans and the Haitians.
Really?
They're not in that order. They're very emotional. And they're the worst enemy because they say shit. When you say shit, if I tell you, fuck you, David, you don't want to blah, 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 blah. I don't care how I apologize later on.
Yeah.
The word still remains. When you say some shit out, you can't draw it back in. It's gone. And if you like Blowfly, I got very good memories, as you know.
Yeah.
I don't forget shit. The motherfucker said, fuck me, and he wrong. I don't forgive his ass. Bible says, forgive and forget. I am not saved. You forgive motherfuckers, they stab you in the back again. Like they said, the first time you get stabbed in the back, you say, well, he was a dirty motherfucker that do it. But if you get stabbed in the back by the same guy for the second time, it is your fault.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the Bible says it also says, you know what I just said, but it said, if the right eye offend thee, pluck it out. I mean, if you got a son that is on drugs and that is headed straight to the grave, you are a real asshole if you let your rest of your kids go with him. Say, that's your brother, you're supposed to hang out with him.
Yeah.
A lot of parents got that bad trouble. If you got one motherfucker who insists on being a Satan worshiper, you have to keep the rest of them away from him. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
I enjoy talking to you about
it. Yeah. I have a feeling you're not going to be going to bed anytime soon.
No, David.
You stay up pretty late.
If I don't get to sleep tonight, let me tell you what is going to happen to you. You're going to be viciously French kissed. Ruby Goldberg and Dennis Rodman and Godzilla at the same time.
Oh my God.
I'm going to stop messing with you.
Well, you're really, I mean, for a celebrity, you know, a famous person, I really can't believe that you took the time to, you know, to explain some stuff to me and take so much time. So real nice of you.
Who are wise and you're intelligent and shit. That's good, because you'd be surprised the motherfuckers that got good jobs like CNN come out and they interview with some shit. And then, okay, I guess we get into this bullshit. This hip-hop bullshit.
You've been interviewed by those people?
I said, you know something? this shit is over. I said, you got the wrong attitude anyway. If you hate doing it, what the fuck? How did you get your fucking job? I ate his ass alive.
How did you know they hated it?
Why would you send Satan to help him to interview Jesus?
How did you know they didn't like it?
Because the way he was saying, he kept saying the neck of this shit.
Oh.
I said, you know what? I could take offense about it. You talking about, well, you getting around? No, you're a business person. Most business people I know, well, in this neighborhood, they ain't buying nothing but peaches. Now, this motherfucker is not going to come in there and try to sell them apples if they buying peaches. Let's face it. Rap is rap. To show you how big rap is, it's going to go out sooner or later. If rap go out of business next month, there are about 80 million motherfuckers who will starve to death in less than 4 months. And if you have your pit, even they got the people who don't claim to do it, now they got it. Look at the religious challenge. Tell this teacher to do that. Look at it, some religious challenge. Yeah, and blah, 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 blah. Even they got this little shit. You know, I try to tell them, hey, guys, God, what are we going to have around? She always hollering and screaming. What is that? Mary had a little lamb, not a fucking growl-ass lion. What happened when the little lambs hit a lion roll? Some of them run off the cliff. You know, I'm trying to touch them. They're just hollering, Jesus is going to come. And blah, blah, blah. You think God is going to hear you and you hollering and screaming at his ass? You know, that old fire and brimstone shit don't work.
Yeah.
You know, it excites the people. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What did he preach about? I don't know, but it was good.
It was exciting. Yeah.
But you take time. I tell them all the time, I love Jesus. You can't.
Well,
why? Why I can't love Jesus? Because you're acting like the lion. Satan is the lion. And it says in the 94th Psalm, what God said, I will thread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and dragon, I shall triumph on the feet. He don't like lions. Because just the lion's rule alone gives some of the little lambs have heart attacks.
Wow.
Yeah. So why would a motherfucker get up, claim he loved God, and holler and scream? Jesus never screamed. He spoke. He was on a boat, and they were saying, "Oh, how can you just lay there, Jesus? The storm is raging, the kids are crying." He didn't raise it. He just said, "Behold, peace, be still," and the water calm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jesse Jackson sometimes raps. I mean, he does the rhyming.
Good. I tried. Oh, David, I love you for saying that.
You love.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. I said, sooner or later, I told him 10 years ago, sooner or later, you're going to find out there's somebody else. But now what is your problem? You have to, when it comes to God, you have to practice what you preach. I can't say, you know what, I dislike David because he take ecstasy pills and he found out Blowfly smokes weed. That's just fucked up. And he said, I'm totally against these young boys, black and white.
Who said that?
Trying to get our young girls pregnant. The bitches that wait till you find out how many more kids they got out there. You can't get on the boys about getting girls pregnant, and you got more babies hanging around than Carter got little rubber pills. You can't do that shit. The Bible says you have to practice what you preach. You can't say you hate adulteries and you're screwing your wife's sister. You can't do that.
Oh, yeah.
No. And they don't like telling me, Blowfly, you want to speak? No, I don't think I should talk to y'all. Why? Because I'm going to tell the truth. And the world has a problem with the truth. They don't want to hear that shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's fun to listen to because of his rhyming, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. You do that a lot too, you know.
Yeah.
Rhyme and the rapping and the da-da-da-da. And you have to get to, like, and that's one reason he learned. We tried to tell him on the phone. Some of these kids, they're so living. You want to get the right, first thing I do is get on that, go out with a little rap and get them to listen to friends talking to little kids.
Right.
I can beat that. I said, well, do it. You start doing I said, yeah, but I got you. Why'd you got me? Because mine has something to do about your life. You know?
Oh, right.
What? When I think of something about, in the heat of the night came the birth of sin. Deep in the ghetto that you live in, you were born a female, and that's a fact. Raised in a project with a monkey on your back. You had to be tough in order to survive. You've been some girl in there twice your size. At the age of 15, you have a very wild past. When you're raised in the ghetto, it's hard to have class. You start smoking weed because your friends said it's cool. The guys got you high and used your body after school. Now you're confused as your drug life began. Your mama never taught you how to deal with sin. You go and ask your mama what sin is all about, but she says you're too young and they shut your freaking mouth. A good little girl you would be if you could. But when you start getting high, oh, it felt so good. When you were doing drugs, you smelled just like a star. And now you think you know what your body was made for. It was made for loving, a whole lot of hugging, but your body wasn't made for drugs. Now, that is a nasty song, but I clean it up.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you know what I just did by burning pussy, right?
Oh, really?
You know how nasty that is, right?
No.
You know, you say if it's my money just because my dick's like steel. Why you wanna burn me, girl? That ain't burning.
Oh, yeah, right. You did it before.
You want me to fuck you, the bitch?
Right.
You're gonna have to take a penance. I wish it was something you could do for the kids. It was a little girl's birthday, and wasn't sure she was gonna get a birthday gift. And I told him, put this music on to burn the pussy. Blowfly, you can't do that for the kids. Just do what the fuck I tell you. They put it on, and I did the same thing on the spot.
Oh.
Listen, you burned up my junk food. You smoked up my world. Why you wanna hurt me, girl? It made my body hum. When you ate up my bubble gum, they just laughed. Why you wanna hurt me, girl? It gave me nightmares when you chewed up my gummy bears. Why you wanna hurt me, girl? If this is your birthday for real, happy, happy birthday, Samantha. If this is your birthday for real, happy junk food birthday, girl. If you want me to be your special dude, you're going to have to stop spilling my junk food, little girl, my girl. You threw my cookies in a dirty hamper. Turn around and made me change a pamper. All of a sudden, without a warning, made me sit and watch poker horny. Spent my money at the Burger King. Gave my fries to the Lion King. Ate my food and thought it was funny. Now you want me to be Buzz Bunny? Not that. Your little brother kid just loved that.
Oh, yeah.
Buzz Bunny, everything in it. Even Dragon Ball Z and all of that stuff in it. So
Pocahontas.
how did you do that?
Yeah.
Easy. I'm a big kid because I never had no childhood series. I had to wake at 7. So I promised myself, Blowfly, if you grow up, if you don't be dead before then, if you done prison for killing somebody, you're going to be a kid every time you get a chance. So
wow.
And the
Yeah.
little girl come to me, tell me about Buzz Bunny. I said, that's not his name no more. And I can't do that with love. I had to do it with the 15-year-olds and the 13-year-olds. Okay, what's his name? I said, Buzz Funny. Why Buzz Funny? Haven't you seen the way he switch out of that rabbit hole? That little cottontail going from one side to another? And when he lean on somebody's shoulder, it's never a female. Never. Always a male. And he looks up at old Fuddy Wudders and saying, "Nyan, what's up, dog?" They just hit the floor. What about Snow White? I said, that is the saddest story of all. It's not a name no more. What's her name? I said, since them little bastard dwarfs got through with his whole white. What about the Hunchback of Notre Dame? I said, see, have you checked out the space between his bum? It's the Hunchback of Notre Dame. I got a million of them.
Wow.
Dragon Ball Z is Faggin' Ball Z.
Nursery, the nursery rhymes are kind of like raps, too.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Hickory dickory dock.
Yeah. Hey, you got to do me a favor. You got to do me a favor, David.
Okay, what's that?
I got this clean rap song for a girl. I ain't been able to find nobody down here to do it. It called The Pot Is Hot. It got a little sex in it, but it's clean. It says, let me, imagine a girl rapping this. You got to find me one. Let me explain the thing. Listen, let me explain the thing that I'm about to give. Have respect for the hood, 'cause that's where I live. Boy, you have the match, so come and light my candle. Unless the stuff is too much for your heart to handle. It takes a special kind of water to make these flames extinguish. I'm going to explain to you in very plain English. Check it out. This part is hard. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This part is hard. That's why the funk tread. When the part is hard, all the freaks would tell you, when the pot is hard, the only way to cool it is... Second verse said, let me explain the flames that burn deep within. Inside it will divide the boys from the men. So Paul, put away that ball and come take a stance. Unless see it as just a kid trying to fill a man's pants. Then it said, yo, Joe, I'm not a hoe, so get it out your mind. I hope Stan is more man done I left behind. Bud, you call yourself a stud, so here's your chance to prove it. Put the vine to the grind. Come on, dog, now move it. Can you imagine that be like the beat?
Oh, yeah, I hear that.
Aggressive little girls and the pot is hot.
You know
what
that...
it's saying is the body is hot, but it's not nasty. You have, if you don't have sex in it, it don't say it. But it just cleans. It's clean enough to make it.
Well, that sounds like that would work really well. That sounds pretty modern.
Yeah, and I got this other one I'm going to have to give you, because you're going to have to find somebody that do it for me, called Ready Make Free. This dud. walks for a girl. This stud walks into the club trying to be macho, trying to be a stud, fine. Now it's giving me the eye. Looking at his tongue, trying to like my fire. Turn the page. He act like he's on stage, trying to be cool, trying to hide his rage. But brother, I've been warned by my mother. Never did a guy want to slut for his lover, because 1, I don't want no. 2, I don't need no. 3, I won't have no. Used up, ready to make freak. 4, I'm not into. 5, I won't be pinned to. 6, I won't be a friend to. I burn out, ready to make freak. Some girls like to have that world. Be with guys with a head full of curls. Sober, trying to be a Casanova. Around one side, but when you flip it over, you'll learn. It's already been burned. Opposite's been around too many turns. Smile. So his body got style, but his overweight butt has too many miles. And 1, I don't want. You know, you can imagine what a
Oh
person
yeah,
is, girl.
that would do really well. That's a really good one.
Called ready-made freak. You don't want no ready-made. A girl is already a freak. A boy already a freak. You would rather cream on. And last verse said, this dude going off me drugs. I tuned him out in a pool of plug and said, chill. I got a very strong will. I won't give it up for a few cheap thrills. Thunder. Kind of makes me wonder, how many girls your face have been under playing? I want a very special man who ain't been buried ever since the end. And one, I think that'll be real good.
Oh yeah, well, it sounds like that stuff that's coming out of New Orleans now. That rap they're doing, like dirty stuff out of New Orleans.
Right.
Well, you're doing a lot of syncopation in there, like da 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 da.
Yeah, and they show you that. They show you how versatile I am.
Oh
you
yeah.
won't believe this is the last song, then I'll let you go.
Okay.
You won't believe what I'm writing about the second coming of Christ. And your teacher need to hear this. It says, I wonder if you really know how great you are, how great you are, how great you are. I wonder if you really know you are a shining star, a shining star, a shining star. That is why